7:07 right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Good morning, everybody. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you. Hanging out on your Wednesday morning, halfway through the work week. That's kind of fun. Hopefully you're having a good Wednesday, start to your Wednesday at least. Coming up this hour, like I said, Savor Stark Restaurant Month. Not over yet, not till the 30th. We have a $25 gift card to Basil Asian Bistro downtown Canton to give away this morning.
That's like gold right there.
Jamie's favorite place to dine in downtown Canton.
I love Basil.
It is, I will say I have never had better General Tso's in my life.
See?
I have never had General Tso's that was so crispy on the outside, yet so juicy and I don't know how to explain it. And I love most General Tso's I like. Yeah. I was tricked into liking it by a DJ at my old job. She told me it was barbecue chicken. No joke.
That's so awesome.
One thing that happened in my old job I wish happened here, restaurants dropped off food all the time.
Oh, yeah, they used to. Well, they used to here.
They would just be like, hey, here you go. Thanks for, giving us music
Shout
every
out.
day. And
yeah.
Thanks for, just being the radio. Like, yay. We always had to watch. There was one guy that did production only. And if you didn't get to the food before that guy got to the food, you were done.
Here?
No, my old
okay.
job. He would walk. He only did production. We had a guy that only did production. That was all he did.
Wow.
Well, it was
you were a little spoiled.
It was a 6-station cluster.
Okay.
So he was doing
for everybody.
All 6. And don't worry, they eliminated that. But if you didn't go get the food when it got there before that man went to the kitchen, done. He would walk out with 2 plates full before people even got anything.
Like, seriously, how do you not feel like a big turd doing it?
We would, the number one thing would be when food showed up with, don't tell. Does he know? Does he know?
Right.
Go, get your food now. Get your food.
Yeah.
Man. But some restaurant dropped off a bunch of General Tso's, and I just popped in to see what it was, and I'll never forget. She was like, oh, no, that's barbecue chicken. Just cut up. I was like, barbecue chicken? Whenever I got a plate, I was like, this is good. She's just looking at me. Like,
gotcha.
She's like, it's good? Like, yeah, it's a little different, but I like it. It's like, what kind of barbecue? She's like, it's General Tso's chicken. You're eating Chinese. Son of a bitch. That's how I ended up liking General Tso's and white rice. That's my go-to at a Chinese restaurant.
I see. Is that the only thing you eat?
No, I like bourbon chicken. That's what they always hand out.
Yeah, it's really
ball.
good. Yep.
I enjoy that. I also like Mongolian pork.
Oh, look at you.
And
spreading your wings.
Sweet and sour.
Of course.
That's where it is.
Oh.
And white rice. Because I don't know why Chinese restaurants mask their white rice. I could never make white rice that good if
I know. They have it mastered.
I don't know what they
down
do,
to a science.
what the trick is.
It's all fluffy.
I could never produce rice like that.
Yeah.
I do love General, and I will say that Basil has the best I've ever tasted. That was unbelievable when I first had it. So Basil, it's a standard in downtown Canton. We got a $25 gift card to give away. 8 o'clock. Your call Wednesday. Your request 8:30. Rich DeRocher, the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He has some stuff to talk about. We know who's coming now.
Yeah, we do.
We know what game's going to be here. So looking forward to that. So that's what we have. 330-450-9292 is a phone number. The text line 330-269-9292. And you guys can celebrate Easter with our annual Cutest Kids contest. Text a pic of your little cutie on our text line 330-269-9292. Your family can win an excellent Easter basket filled with $50 gift card to Once Upon a Child, tickets to Barbie the Movie and concert at Blossom, tickets to the African Safari Wildlife Park, tickets to an Akron Rubber Ducks home game, chocolate, candy, and more. Hop on over and text us a photo of your cuties at 330-269-9292. This is all powered by Once Upon a Child. Shop for spring and sell the stuff your kids have outgrown. Get cash on the spot on Dressler Road in Canton. Do it right now. Tozier, he's got new music. It's Too Sweet here on Q92. The question to you, Lauren, is what is your true favorite beer? Beer. I don't care about seltzers or liquor. Beer.
Everyday beer, like
If Lauren wants an ice cold beer On a rough date. Only a beer. I don't want to hear Truly. I don't want to hear wine cooler. I want to hear
I drink beer.
Well, listen, I drink Trulies too. I'm just saying like it's
No, I
beer
know.
day. It's not hard seltzer day.
Either Miller Lite or Modelo.
Miller Lite or Modelo.
Yeah.
I would say I'm Miller Lite or Bud Light. Those are the two beers that I think have the best taste.
Yep.
To me. Jake, your favorite beer. I don't know why Lauren and I are naming two each, but
I can't name one.
You don't have a favorite
You
beer?
don't like beer?
Not at all. I have never finished a beer. I've tried.
You've never finished a beer in your life?
No, because I tried once because I know Star's dad likes drinking beers. And I was like, maybe one day he would want to have a beer with me. So I
Right.
tried to force myself to have a beer one time. I couldn't do it.
Are
Do you have a video of that?
Wait.
No, I don't.
Are you talking about you had a beer with Daddy? Is that what you're talking about?
No. It was alone.
Daddy
It was
David?
I was
Daddy
no,
David and Poo Poo Face?
no,
had a
I did
beer
not. I was trying
and
to
a
prep.
tickle fight?
Okay, Christian.
I was trying to prepare myself for that moment, but it never happened because I was doing it alone. But no, I couldn't finish it.
Listen, some people don't like. I get it. There are people that just don't like the taste of beer. I'm
Do
not-
you like pumpkin beers? Because now's
No,
the
I
time
don't
for
like
all
pumpkin.
of that. I had my first pumpkin ale at Winking Lizard last weekend. It was so good. But if you guys are listening and you really enjoy pumpkin beer, it's kind of expensive, but it is so worth it. Because you only really drink one, right? And then you have your follow-up beer, like Miller Lite or Modelo or whatever.
Right. O'Doul's. Right.
Something
Right.
like that. Southern Tier Pumpkin Nitro is so stinking good.
Have you been drunk, Jake?
One time.
Off what? Wine coolers?
No, it was the strawberry daiquiris or pina colada.
Oh, I thought he was going to say
Oh, that.
I had that half a beer.
All right. So, been drunk once in your life at 24.
Yeah.
And cannot stand the taste of beer. You've never been able to even finish a bottle of beer.
Correct.
Okay. Last time you even had liquor or alcohol.
A couple days ago.
Oh, look at you.
Whoa.
Look at you.
Not the answer I was thinking was going to
And
come out of his mouth.
was it a daiquiri?
No, I made I took coconut rum and ginger ale and blue snow cone syrup and just mixed it together because
You are the
I was
most
desperate.
Interesting.
Pretty little drink. Okay.
You are so fascinating. Just
You know,
so
you should make
fascinating.
a snow cone and do that concoction. That would be really good. Like
We've-
boozy snow cones. And
We've thought about that so many times,
oh my
but we
gosh.
just never.
Jake, that's another part of your business.
Yeah,
For adults. The adult
it's
adult
been-
bounce party.
it's been thought about, but liquor license and stuff like that, I don't know how to.
Yeah, it's legit.
I'll help you.
I
I'm serious. Okay.
The things of it. You know how to make a bomb?
Don't ask him.
no.
Okay. Wouldn't shock me. He was like, well, of course.
Did you ever make those bombs?
What kind would you like? I've been to weddings where I wasn't allowed to bring a date.
And that to me is wrong.
I didn't like that. I felt, to be honest, I mean, I love that I was there, but I was mad.
We
I
had
just
that
felt-
happen last summer.
I wasn't mad. I just felt dumb. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I wasn't mad. I get it. You have rules. There's a budget. I just felt dumb.
My nephew is 25 years old and was invited to a wedding that we were all invited to as well. And he has a girlfriend. And they didn't just start dating.
Yeah.
And she was not included on the invitation. It was to the point where we had to like speak up and be like, if you want him there, he's bringing her.
Yeah. Like I said, I understand you paper plate. I understand there's a but. So I get. Again, I wasn't mad. I don't even remember.
Didn't plan for that.
I don't even remember whose wedding it was. to
Don't
honest with
be
you.
a rude dude. Plan for it and make sure that you can accommodate things.
You know what's funny though? If I'm remembering this right, I don't think I got that I didn't have a +1. I think I asked someone to go and I had a date and I had to call her back and be like, you can't come. It was probably me. I probably read it wrong
Boy.
because the thing didn't say
Still embarrassing.
plus guest.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, that wedding I asked you to this weekend, don't worry about it.
Here's the other thing. It is that I wish people understood. It is not a privilege for me to come to your wedding. It's an honor for me to be there to support you. We recently had an experience where everybody was kind of treated like, you should want to be here. Are you kidding? You're lucky you were invited.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And I'm like,
yeah.
That's not what this should be about. This should be about celebrating your love and your union and wanting those that love you there to support you.
Yeah. No, I get it. I see more text coming in.
Q92.
Grab a warmer coat today. We're going to cool it down. 48 degrees for the high. A lot of clouds and a little sunshine mixing in. Overnight skies clearing out, a low near 31. I am Art J. Weather from News 5.
Thank you for the call, Mr. Kim Bolton.
Thank you. Good morning to you. Thanks for listening.
Yep. Good morning.
Yeah, I would be like, nope, not doing it.
Mm-mm.
I need some more context on this. I did indoor skydiving at Virginia Beach. I Fly.
Yeah.
Is the name of it. How the hell do you do indoor sky? That's not skydiving. That's just jumping.
No, you are literally levitating in the air. There's like an undercurrent or something like that keeps you elevated into the air.
Oh, are they like those fake wave machines for surfing, where you surf, but like
kind of. Yeah, kind of.
I would do that because I know I'm not really falling from the sky.
Right.
It's just a bunch of air blowing me up. All right, I could try that. There you go. I could try that.
Morning on Q92.
.23, about 7 minutes away from a look at sports here on Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you. Hope you guys are enjoying your Wednesday morning. You know, this is a weird story to me.
Okay.
If you guys remember, was it a week or two ago? If it was even that long ago, Keller called off. He was going to a Pittsburgh Penguins game and spend the day in Pittsburgh with a friend.
Yeah.
And that game was a big game for Penguins fans because they were giving away Jaromir Jagr bobbleheads. Now, for those who don't know, Jagr is one of the great hockey players ever, and definitely in Pittsburgh Penguins glory, he's one of their top players of all time.
I'm glad you told me because
people would, if you're a fan of the Pittsburgh Penguins and you had a chance to check out a game and you were going to get a bobblehead, you would like to get a Jaromir Jagr bobblehead. Well, I don't know if you knew this or if you saw when it happened or if he talked about it on his show, because I texted him about it. They ended up having to cancel the bobblehead night because one of the cargo vans with them got stolen on the way to the arena.
what?
Yes.
Like they got hijacked?
Yeah, stolen. Very, very weird. And this update on the story was yesterday at 8 in the morning. 9 our time. And the article is dead on the way it's written. And it's from newser.com is the site the source I'm citing.
Okay.
And apparently they got him back. Pittsburgh Penguins tweeted, and I agree, this is one of the more bizarre tales in NHL history.
I would say.
The NHL team announced that special cargo recovery team, so I must be making a joke out of it, negotiated the return of a truck full of bobbleheads honoring legend Jaromir Jagr, meant to be handed out to fans a game earlier this month. They're en route now from California to Pittsburgh's PPG Paints Arena. Well, they'll arrive the next week or so. Fans who have that voucher or hold a voucher for the March 14th game will be able to swap them for Jagr bobblehead starting April 6th. So the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department says the investigation is ongoing with no further information at this time. So, there's no real, how did we get them back? Who had them? No, they haven't. They don't mention an arrest. They don't mention all the LA County Sheriff's Department saying is an investigation is ongoing.
So was this
what the hell happened?
Exactly. But is this like a case of carjacking, not really realizing
what you had in the car?
Right. Kind of like I'm convinced
that
these morons that steal cars, it just happened down in, I want to say Worcester, where someone stole a truck and didn't realize there was a kid in the back seat, and they found the truck fairly quickly. Thank God.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what goes through their head, though, when they realize what they have? They're like, oh, God, this is going to be so much worse than I thought it could be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you've
got all that merch on there that's worth.
Or if your thoughts are like, oh, man, there's probably some really awesome stuff in this, probably some millions in merchandise.
Can you imagine opening the back van doors and
bobbleheads,
all these bobbleheads going back and forth?
That's a real niche customer we're looking for with these. Not going to lie, guys, we're only going to be able to sell this pretty much in one place.
And fans of the NHL.
You could be 100% right. It could have been a case, and then they just abandoned it.
Right.
Somewhere when they realized, but wouldn't they say, they found the van and it was still the cargo?
I don't know. You would think.
So I remember seeing this, and I, Keller, did you know you're not getting your bobblehead? He was like, yeah, it's all right. I'll be able to turn it in. But he has to go.
Right, and he lives here, and that's there.
So any fan that's not from Pittsburgh or around there, if they really want their bobblehead.
You think he'll go get it? I think he probably would. He would, yeah.
I think he would.
Load the fam in the car and just make a day drive.
Get in the Rubicon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Turn on some Tom Jones and head on up to Pittsburgh, get himself a bobblehead. I just find this story odd. Just some touch on it, just because there's really no, we got them back, guys. Or did they not find them and they just had new ones made?
I don't know.
And they're being facetious on their Twitter. our special recovery team. But the sheriff's, they're like, we're investigating. I don't know. Weird.
Yeah.
You're probably right. It was probably a story of like, let's steal this cargo van, and boom. Someone said freight theft on the text line. Is it an all-time high? I work in transportation, and we've had more freight stolen in the last few months than the last 4 years that I've been doing this.
Wow. Well, you know what? We just had a huge. Go ahead.
So it's California. They don't consider that a crime.
Yeah, bobbleheads. They're like, eh. No, we had a huge conversation last night about theft and all that kind of stuff. And it started out about an experience that I had at a local store because I didn't, like, have you ever gotten those surveys that pop up on your screen, your credit card machine screen, and they're like, how did we do? Tell us how we're doing.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Most of the time, what do you do?
What do I do?
If that pops up on your screen?
Probably don't do it.
Okay. My point exactly. So I had an interaction at a local store where I skipped it. My son was with me. He skipped it as well. We were in a hurry and I got stopped at the door and told that because I hit skip, their store gets a 0 every time that happens. One.
Way to go, Lauren.
One, not my problem. Two, your company has set you up to fail. And I am convinced of that because most people are not going to take the time to do something like that because we live in a very hurried world. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, that's unfair. But I didn't like the way that she stopped us and she was like, just so you know, we get a 0 every time you hit skip. Okay. Again, sounds like you need to talk to your manager or corporate because that sucks for you.
I don't think I'll be the last 0 you'll be getting today.
But this unlocked that a lot of self-checkouts have started to change a little bit because in a world where we had staffing issues, shrink is at an all-time high for a lot of stores because of self-checkout.
The problem?
It's a huge problem. They're losing so much product. My friend works retail. Actually, he's the manager he told us that just a couple of weeks ago, they had someone come through and check out, and they took a Kool-Aid packet that cost like 30 cents and put it in their hand underneath the barcodes of all their products so that people around them would hear the beep, beep. They had like $50 worth of groceries and stuff in their cart, and they paid like $1.35 for everything because they used Kool-Aid packets. So that's the problem when you don't have somebody standing at checkout like you would at like Sam's Club or Costco, or even Walmart has gotten, better about that.
Theft.
Yeah.
Oh, my old job too, there was theft all the time. It was awesome.
I know, but why do we live in a world where people think that's okay?
And the room where they'd bring you if you got busted with the cops was back in the warehouse where I would work, and I would love it because I was just like,
oh, I got to go in a couple of times when we found shoplifters at Best Buy.
Yes.
Because you have to have a male and a female in the room.
Oh, man. What have you guys seen stolen from wherever you work, if you have? I have a couple stories I'll tell when I come back. Did you ever have anything stolen from McDonald's?
Probably like food and stuff, but I saw somebody steal a vacuum cleaner from Walmart the other day.
You watched it happen?
Yeah, actually my dad watched it. He pointed it out.
All right. I
Wow.
like that. We'll talk about that coming up. What have you guys seen stolen wherever you work? I'm curious. Paramore, ain't it fun? Q92. Got Christian and Lauren need a little advice.
All right.
And this might help Christian out someday, too.
Okay.
At what age do you think it's safe for your child to play sports? I would think that would depend on the sport a little bit.
I agree. I mean,
You're talking about like tackle football.
Yeah.
What my brother and his wife did is they got all three of their boys into flag football first.
Yeah.
They played flag football for years.
Yeah.
And then they transitioned in, I want to say like 7th and 8th grade, they went to tackle football.
Yeah.
Like, what was it like? Yeah, Ryan just finished his 8th grade. Noah's going to be in 7th next year. My nephew Michael is playing in 8th grade next year. So that's kind of how, and then my other nephew Michael just started football. First sport he ever played, tackle football. But he's in 7th grade.
Yeah.
That was kind of, if you're talking that kind of contact sport, that was kind of the plan that my brother and his wife did. And I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
Because you learn some of the fundamentals in flag.
Oh, I agree.
And in a less physical toll. And then you understand. So when you go to tackle football, you have you
learn the rules of the game. like really what the game's about. I think. I don't know. I'm a huge fan of organized sports. I think that.
I think they're great. I think they're great. And I'm sorry. I think they're great for socializing with and getting social skills. They're great for exercise.
Yeah.
Getting them off the video games and out of the house.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. I think whether your kid shows an interest in soccer, baseball, softball, I agree. Because my son, I promise you, if he we'll ask him. I'll never force my kid. I will never force my kid. I will be, you and I think agree on this. If you sign up for something,
you've got to finish it.
You're going to see it through.
100%.
If when the season's over, you decide that's not for you, fine.
Yeah.
But if we're playing a season of, let's say, soccer, you're playing soccer.
Well, to me, a commitment's a commitment. You teach them that early on. Like, if you're going to commit to doing this and you say you want to do this, you have to follow through. Yep. Because, I mean, that's life. You have to follow through.
This is a Q92 Sports Break with Christian Bigglesworth on Q92.
The Cavs beat the Hornets last night, 115-92. The Cavs now 44-28 on the season. They're off today before playing the Hornets again tomorrow night in Charlotte. Cleveland Guardians lost to the Diamondbacks yesterday in spring training baseball. They're now 14-14 in spring training. They'll play the Diamondbacks again today at 3:40 p.m. And tonight at 7 o'clock on ESPN, it's the NIT quarterfinals between Georgia and Ohio State. Let's look at sports right here on today's hit music, Q92. I've told this story, too. I watched a DJ get his ass lit up at my friend's wedding. And I know the girl. I've known her forever. She is not the one to mess with. She is one of the nicest, most loving people in the world, unless you cross her.
That's my sister-in-law. She'll go right for you.
They specifically told the DJ, you do not play the chicken dance at our wedding. Now, they're paying you.
And then they hear that.
Bro decided he was going to play the chicken dance, and she chose violence.
Yeah.
And I watched him in the hallway getting eviscerated. And
Good.
I was just like, I want to be like,
she's a paying client.
No, I agree. You paid. If
yes.
you went through that list, you planned it. This is her wedding.
Right. This wasn't like house music. This was she sought you out and gave you instructions, and you did not follow them.
You a check.
Correct.
Yeah. No, I did not blame her at all.
Yeah.
When I tell you, I thought that man was going to tear up.
Good. Maybe he learned his lesson.
And I wanted to go up to him like, bro, I could have told you she's not the one. She's not the one to decide you're going to make an executive decision.
Yeah.
I'll bet he followed rules the rest of his DJ career.
Yeah.
Because I remember walked out the hallway to go pee, and I was like,
See, and I would have been mean, but I'm more like that person that kind of like just, I hate to say it, I can be passive aggressive when I'm upset.
There was no beating her. No, she's not the girl who beats her on the bush.
My sister-in-law could have made him give her a full refund after her verbal tongue lashing.
I think she hit him with a folding chair. And finally,
it's like WWE.
Hi, good morning. This is Jennifer, Christian, Lauren, and Jake. How are you guys this
We're
morning?
doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I have a theft story. It's unusual,
Okay.
and it's kind of funny, but not.
All right, I'm ready.
Several years ago, me and a girlfriend were out on a walk at Silver Park in Alliance.
Oh, you used to go there all the time.
Yes, and so we saw some random dude steal a duck.
What?
Took a duck, put it in a cage in his trunk, and drove away.
What?
Now, what you gonna do with the duck? Now, is that going to a Chinese restaurant? You cooking it up that night?
You mean all those ducks that I've seen for years that play there, hang out there? He just walked up, grabbed one, put it in a cage, and walked out.
Absolutely.
No
True
one
story.
said anything to
Can't
him.
make this up.
No one stopped him. No one said anything to him.
I mean, it's so shocking.
Yeah. That thing
It's like, did I just see this?
Oh, the Silver Park.
Did I
Everyone
just
loves the ducks
witness
there.
this?
Wow, that's a good one. Thank you for the call. I appreciate it.
Uh-huh.
Steals a duck from a park. Ducks are a huge part of Silver Park and Alliance.
Yeah.
Ducks are there all the time. There's the geese hang out there. There's geese poop everywhere. I mean, it's tradition. Love that park. I used to love walking that park. It was where I would go to find inner zen and to see the ducks.
Yeah.
And some guy just took one.
Which is wrong.
Yeah, I would think so. I don't know if there's any laws against doing that.
There's got to be, right?
I would think you can't just go to the park and steal a duck, right?
I mean, it
I
doesn't
don't
belong to the park, I guess. But
I don't know.
I don't know.
Text, I worked at Home Depot and we busted a multi-state stolen chainsaw power tool ring. Really? You busted it?
Still, Ryobi. I mean, what was the name of that gang? Who does that? What is it, a bunch of middle-aged men that can't afford
Multi-state?
power tools? And they're all like, let's get together over at Jeb's house and we're going to come up with a plot.
Why should we buy that drill, Johnson? We can steal it.
We'll all share tools. We'll
What do
be
you
the
want, millions?
Power tool kings of the Northeast.
Do you want to steal gold? No, even better, drills. Let's do it.
A hand sander.
Primer. Let's steal primer. It's because corporate America doesn't care about the middle and lower class, and all they are doing is increasing prices because they're out of the buck.
Okay, but that still doesn't make it okay to steal.
Yeah, we're talking about stealing at this point. Like,
Right.
what have you seen stolen? We could talk for hours about the reasons, but like, just crazy when you see theft. Like, that lady was at the park and watched someone walk up, grab a duck, put it in a cage, and drive on.
I was shocked when we worked at Best Buy. I saw some lady. This was okay. Now bear with me because they used to have the media section where they would have CDs and DVDs, and I mean they still have some DVDs.
That
but
was the section.
it was the whole middle section of the store. That's how big it was. Vinyls. Anyhow, I saw some ladies put something towards 18, 19, 20 CDs in various parts of her clothing, and we busted her. And unfortunately, that's not one that I got to go into the LP room with. I worked up at the cash register, so it was like if they would grab one of us girls to go in as a witness until the police got there.
Yeah,
because it wasn't allowed to be like a male LP supervisor without a female.
we had an LP guy for a while at Jobs, and then he left and they never replaced him.
Huh.
But he was pretty good.
Yeah.
He was real good. Like, he was sneaky going.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was laughing. I was like, how many more can she fit?
Well,
in there?
he wouldn't wear any type. He would just dress like a normal clothes. Like he was a normal
Yeah.
shopper.
Yeah.
Like he'd be like jeans and a t-shirt.
They usually do.
And he would just go out there, and he would bust everybody. It was fun to watch. But I've seen people would take shoes a lot. They would take off their shoes, leave them, and walk out with the shoes that were at the store.
Right.
I saw that. So, Jake, your dad watched someone steal a vacuum?
Yeah, we all kind of did. We were at Walmart. It was me, my brother, my dad, and my grandma, and we were in the grocery aisle getting groceries for my grandma. And this guy was walking with a vacuum cleaner, like was holding it like high in the air. And the receipt checker was an old man with a cane, and he had his back turned, talking to somebody else. And this guy was looking around to make sure nobody was watching him, and then he like kind of like booked it and kind of like fastly walked out of the door with a vacuum cleaner. And my dad started pointing, "Look, stolen item!" I was like, "Dad, I'm down."
Oh my gosh.
Seize him.
Like, what are the rules on that though? They can't come after you.
I don't think you can chase.
I remember.
I don't think you could physically even stop him from leaving the store.
We would always stop him at the door at Best Buy because chances are we had seen it on the camera.
I was told even if you see them, like if I was at a store and I saw Jake taking shirts and stuffing them like down his pants, that's not theft yet. Until he leaves the store with that, you could still make the argument he was going to pay for them.
So I could be like, no, I don't need a basket or a cart. I'm just going to carry it down my pants.
That's what was told to me. Like, I'm like, so I watch a guy stick stuff up his shirt. He hasn't tried to leave yet with it.
I don't know. Usually our LP would stop him at the door and be like, you want to give those CDs back that you just shoved in, blah, blah, blah. And they would kind of look at him funny and be like, we have you on camera.
You're on camera.
And then they usually would crack.
Oh, man. Love theft stories. Was a store manager for years in North Carolina. Best was when they ran a van through our entrance and stole the ATM.
Oh, my gosh.
That's out of a movie. About 6 months later, they got pulled over for speeding, still had the ATM in their back seat area, and were arrested for it. Then they never even got it open. The ATMs are not easy. They don't make those easy to get into.
No.
Huh?
Like Diebold Nixdorf makes a ton of them, and they are literally like steel and not easy to break into.
Those self-checkouts are why Walmart started stopping people at the door and requesting to see the receipt legally.
I bet.
You do not have to do this, assuming you paid for everything.
Again, I don't want to end up on Stark County Crime Watch.
Someone said Walmart has facial recognition software?
Really?
So he'll be caught for sure? No way.
I mean, if they're in the system, what if he doesn't have a driver's license or something?
Facial recognition. Uh-oh.
My phone has facial recognition.
So does mine. Yeah, act like how could you possibly use it? It's on my phone right now.
Yeah.
It's Rome Republic. I ain't worried. It's Q92. The early 40s are when typical Americans start noticing telltale signs of aging, including gray hair and joints that begin cracking. Interesting.
Yeah, I haven't gotten there yet. Thank God. I don't have gray hairs yet.
None at all.
No.
Really? That's interesting.
And I mean, like, I need to get I would see it still in my roots. Like, I'm due for my hair to get done in the next week, but I would see it and I don't. But here's the thing, too. My mom was in her early 60s before she started getting some gray hairs. So I'm hoping I take after her in that regard.
Yeah. I know girls that start getting gray. I wouldn't say gray hair, but like strands.
Oh, when we got married, one of my bridesmaids had to get her hair dyed right before the wedding because she was showing grays. She was in her 20s.
See, that's yeah.
I mean, her mom started going gray early, too.
I swear, and I have no scientific way to back this up or prove this. I swear to you, my chin and my goatee now is pretty much gray. And it sucks. But I feel like it'd be such a douchey thing to go get like
just for men.
Yeah, and start dyeing my because I like kind of having some facial hair.
No, that's my husband. He's great too, and he's the same way you are. He's like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
No, I'm like
I'm okay with the salt and pepper look.
I'm not gonna come in one day and all of a sudden have dark brown face.
I know, be like, whoa.
Nope, this is me. It's always been me.
I would die if you walked in here.
Nothing to see here.
I could look at you all morning like that.
And again, I have nothing to prove this with. Nothing to back this up with. This is me talking out of my ass. I swear to you, the gray in my chin part, overnight after I had COVID.
Hey, you know what?
And I have nothing to prove that with.
No, I get that though.
But I'm telling you, I had a little, but you'd almost have to be up close.
It could have been coincidental or it could have been that. Who knows?
When I got COVID in the height of COVID.
Right.
Not the second time I got it.
When you were like.
I swear to you, after I got over COVID, like in a week, I looked in the mirror and went, what in the blue hell? Like cheese and rice. There is your cue to call. How would you like to help celebrate Savor Stark Restaurant Month now through March 30th? What's going on with a $25 gift card to Basil Asian Bistro in downtown Canton? Giving that away right now. Just need caller number 10, and it is yours. Good luck. If you swallow chewing gum, it will stay in your stomach for 7 years. I was absolutely told that.
Okay, so I wasn't told that it was staying there for 7 years, but my great grandmother used to tell us that if we swallowed gum, our insides would stick together, and if we swallowed watermelon seeds, a watermelon would grow in our stomach.
Oh, I used to
Christ.
think that too.
Yeah.
I used to think I could grow fruit in my stomach.
You thought you could grow fruit in your stomach?
Yeah.
I mean, you're like 5. You don't know any better.
Multiple fruits?
Yeah. Well, like I never actually had one, so I guess multiple
So
fruits.
you thought if you swallowed any type of fruit seed, that fruit would then grow in your
inside of me.
stomach?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
did.
totally told that by my great grandmother.
I did. I did think that.
All right, you want to hear a weird, gross one?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I mean a kid. This is going to be kind of gross. I used to think my testicles were stuffed shells. Not going to lie.
Sorry, what?
I thought they were stuffed shells I must have eaten and dropped down there. Dang. I can't make that up.
What the heck is wrong with
I don't know. Y'all were talking about that. The growing fruit's fine, but I can't have stuffed shells in my balls? Okay, that's the line? I didn't know. That's a fun fact I don't think I've ever said in this show before. I've said a lot. I used to think they were stuffed shells, and I must have swallowed them, and they went down the wrong place, and
That's where they decided to
well,
congregate?
I guess I got stuffed shells and
Get a hole in your stomach, so
Don't
they went
even-
there.
don't even remember eating them, but boom, they caught them both, I guess. That's where they're going to stay. Fun facts, everyone. That is 100% true. I am in no way making that up.
I can't believe you shared that.
Yeah, sure did. I'm pretty much married, got a kid. I'm good.
I know.
Q92.
Grab a warmer coat today. We're going to cool it down. 48 degrees for the high. A lot of clouds and a little sunshine mixing in. Overnight skies clearing out, a low near 31. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
7:54. Come up in the 8 o'clock hour. Your Call Wednesday. Start texting in what songs you'd like to hear in the 8 o'clock hour. We're going to get a few of them on for you. Also, 8:30. Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame will be talking to us. A couple more texts about stealing. I'm still boggled how they stole OJ's bust out of the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. I mean, you would think if someone walks out the door with a huge head in their hands, you'd see it.
Yeah, you would.
But I mean, people have done strange things. Maybe this was before like a bag ban and they shoved it in a bag, or you know what I mean?
You're 100. I get you.
I don't know.
The gas station in Henderson, Ohio, just had someone drive through their door to try and steal the ATM a couple weeks ago. What is happening?
Oh, this has been a thing. Yeah, I've seen other news stories across the United States.
First of all, do you know how heavy an ATM? Let's just go on.
It's a crash and dash.
Let's just go on how much effort you need to exude. And maybe this is my laziness stepping in. That's too much work. I have to successfully crash my car through a store without damaging enough to where I can't get away. I have to then at least have a buddy or two with me.
You got to get people on board with your plan.
To lift said ATM into car to leave before the police get there.
Well, and you need to make sure that you have a good repair garage for your car and the damage and that they don't narc on you.
Not bust a tire with all the glass.
Correct.
Then I have to, after all that, I have to get this huge ass ATM out of my car.
And figure out how to open it.
And then I got to try to figure out how to open the damn thing.
Yeah. All of the above.
That is just too much. Can't we just rob a bank? I mean, what are we doing here?
Don't.
I'm saying, like, that's simple. Hand a note over.
Let's not encourage any of it.
If I was going to do a crime, it was stealing. I'm going bank. Fake mustache, sunglasses, hoodie, hat, note, no real gun. I was just kidding. Give me your money or else. Could be or else what? I'll tickle you. You don't know.
You heard about those kids down in Texas that got away. They had a successful bank robbery. Now, they did get caught, but they were called like the Young Bandits or something like that.
Well, they had a name?
Yes. They were like 9 and 12.
They were robbing banks?
Yes. In Texas.
Huh.
They got away from the scene. Now, law enforcement did catch up with them, and obviously they're in trouble. Big, huge trouble.
I'm just saying, if I'm going to do crimes, I'm going to pick ones with like minimum effort. That's so much work.
Well, that's what always gets me too. Like, people will check your receipt or they'll ask to see. The one that gets me is, can I see your ID to make sure it matches your credit card? Sure, but I'm pretty sure that if I stole somebody's credit card and I had it in me to do such a crime, I would not be buying orange juice, tissues, and dog food.
Yeah, I'd probably go a little bit farther than
be a little bit more extravagant.
Than a Coke Zero and a Snickers. Yeah.
Right.
Beer guy here. I delivered to that gas station in Hanoverton, and I thought they just upgraded the front doors because they used to be so hard to open. Laughed my ass off.
Yeah, well, they got an upgrade, but it was courtesy of an ATM robber.
Someone said what you're talking about. They called them the Little Rascals.
Little Rascals. I knew it was something cute like that. Like, not that what they did was cute, but they gave him a cute name.
That's the ATM. That's just too much work.
Right?
Too many things can go wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, your back's gonna hurt, especially the older you are. You know, you can't pick up things like you used to.
Well, I mean, money is motivation.
Oh, my back. Oh,
but the task of having to work that hard. I mean, to me,
that's what I'm saying.
It's almost like eating an orange.
Too lazy.
By the time you peel it,
was it worth it?
Yeah.
Was the juice worth the squeeze, guys?
Exactly.
Lady Gaga, Bad Romance. It's Q92. Oh my God.
And then the dinosaurs come back.
There's two things I believe in.
I know.
And I'll say it again. Before I leave this earth, if I live a normal, expected life, anything can happen. I could walk out of here today, get hit by a car. I understand that. No one's promised anything.
Right.
But if I live a normal human life expectancy, I believe I will see a dinosaur brought back before. We're about to bring back the mammoth. We're bringing back the mammoth right now.
The
With
woolly
mammoth
one?
DNA and elephant DNA, they're bringing it back.
It won't be the same.
It's going to be damn close.
But it won't be the same.
They're bringing back the woolly mammoth.
And what if something goes awry? And now that woolly mammoths start what if
Well,
it's like gremlins? They get wet, they multiply, and then we get attacked by them.
We have the weaponry to take down a mammoth. Like back in the day, I had to I'm got a loincloth on, I'm throwing a pebble at it, trying to stop it. You know what I mean? I'm grabbing a stick. Like we could drop missiles on it. Like we could kill a mammoth. It's not like before the Stone Age. We're like, shoo. You know what I mean?
How big are mammoths?
Away mammoths. Bigger. They're huge. They're bigger than elephants.
Well, that's-
Around elephant size, maybe bigger.
That's what I'm saying. And you think we could kill them?
You don't think we could kill a mammoth with our weapons?
They're probably faster than elephants.
They're not bulletproof.
Okay, but I'm talking about the government can't be there for every mammoth if they multiply like that. So
We have more weapons
what, are
than
you going to
people
use your
in this
BB
country.
gun to scare it off?
No, but you just call the cops or the military. They can blow the thing up with a missile.
If it doesn't kill you first.
Lauren, we have the weaponry to kill mammoths. I don't know why you're acting
Okay.
like we have no way to
Well,
stop
I didn't
a mammoth.
realize we had such plentiful resources to be able to kill all the mammoths that they multiply.
I think we could.
Okay.
I think we could. I thought you're like, nothing we can do. We have no way to stop this mammoth. Let it go. Shoot it, blow it up. No, we can't. Like, I don't understand why you think that would be hard.
What are we going to start having military planes fly in just to take out mammoths?
If they're killing people, yeah, I think we would.
Okay.
Why is that hard? I'm trying to figure out why that's hard for you to believe. Some people are tripping, LOL. We're on
Yeah.
LSD this morning.
Wait, no, we're not.
You have seen Jurassic Park, right? They thought they had the power to take down the dinosaurs, and they did.
Thank you.
Well, now, that's a dinosaur, not a mammoth. We might not have the power we think we have to take down. Guys, I'm going to fight all of you on this.
Thank you. Someone's on my side.
Yeah, you and one other person. I got to go into work. I can't stop listening to this conversation.
I know.
Hard hitting.
Have a good day at work, though. Think about those mammoths.
Next hour, healthcare. If they're going to spend a ton of money to recreate some mammoth, they're not going to want to kill it, only contain it and relocate. I understand, but Lauren's saying, what if it goes rogue?
What if?
Now, that is possible.
Yes.
The mammoth going, screw you, I'm a mammoth.
Right.
I'm going to knock down. You think this fence is going to keep me?
Exactly.
I'm a bleeping mammoth.
That's right.
Oh, man. Someone says, come on, Jake, be the sense of reason. Jake, do you believe a mammoth could be stopped?
I do.
You do?
because well, I agree on both sides. Like, if I'm out in the wild and a mammoth attacks me, I don't think the military is going to get there fast enough to
stop
No,
me from
if
getting
there was
hurt.
an outbreak, if like there was a true event like breaking news on CNN or Fox
Yeah,
News,
I think
mammoths of New York City just tearing things up, I think we're going to respond.
yeah, so do I.
So I think, now would a pistol do it? No, I don't think a pistol would do it.
No, you would need something. I'm Googling this.
You'd probably need something a little bit, maybe a machine gun, maybe an AK. Might even need a rocket launcher, an RPG.
I mean, they've got some tusks, man.
Christian, I believe you need Jesus, my sons. Lauren has the mammoth wearing Kevlar.
Hey, I'm just saying, if there were that many, have you ever seen Gremlins? I mean, if they started multiplying, I don't know that we would have the wherewithal to keep up with making sure that we could take out all these mammoths if they went rogue. That's all I'm saying. They were hardly small in size. They were roughly the size of a modern African elephant, and their shoulder height was 11 feet.
Point the gun up.
Oh yeah, and they weigh around 6 tons. They would squash you like an ant.
These are great questions.
I know.
These are hard-hitting questions.
Our brains are so weird. Why are we?
There's a show on Prime called Upload where they put their brain on like a memory card and they live in like a sim-like life. What the hell? What? Another one. There's a same. Oh, what happened? My text line just went. There we go. Yeah, there's a show on Prime. I know. Listen, I haven't watched that yet. Never heard of that, but I'll look into it. That's interesting to me. Very interesting to me. Where we're going to go in the future with technology and will we be able to live forever? Would you want to?
I mean, as long as I'm not like super decrepit. I mean, they can kind of preserve or slow down the aging process.
Oh, you want to play? Whoa, questions like whoa. Here's a question.
Okay.
If they invented it, all right. If they invented it, like, listen, it is done. You can see for yourself. We can upload your brain, your consciousness. We can put it all on a computer, and then we can put you in whatever, and you can live forever. However they can do it, you can live forever.
Yeah, but if you're uploading me to a computer, am I going to have emotion?
So I say consciousness, all of it. They could find a way to if they could find a way. Would you have the option? Would you wait until you're like old and decrepit, or would you be like, you know what? Let's do it now in my 40s. I'm still very functional. Everything's good.
Yeah, but you could even push that to the 50s and try and give yourself some natural.
I'm just saying. Would you be like, you know what? I'm going to wait till I'm in my 90s and I'm close to death to do it, or would you be like, do it now?
Well, no, because when do they clone you? At the age you are when they clone you?
Listen, I'm asking some weird ass questions. I don't have any answers.
Well, I know, but that's fine. That's why.
I'm just saying, like,
why we're the show we are, because we always have weird questions,
crazy ass stuff. I'm just trying to figure out, like, if they invented that, like, you could live forever. .807 right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you. Good morning, everybody. How we doing out there? Hopefully you're having a great Wednesday, middle of the week. Hell, before you know it, it's going to be Friday, right? Easter weekend coming up. Ooh, can you believe that?
Good food, some pansy.
That is a little weird to me that Easter's this weekend.
I know.
Does not feel like.
It's crazy early this year. I mean, this happens every now and then.
Yeah, but it feels like it's real early.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I hope I get a chocolate egg. That's always my hope.
Do you do Easter baskets? Like, will you get one from your mom or from Jamie?
No, but I expect a chocolate egg with peanuts in it from my mother, from Gorance or Daffodils.
See, we had that tradition too, but ours is from London, which is no longer, so we have to usually get it somewhere else. Although, don't sleep on milk and honey, though. If you're in the area, they have a lot of good Easter treats.
If you make a nice, solid chocolate egg with either some type of nut inside it, I'm here. Milk chocolate, too. I don't like
What do you mean by a nut inside it?
Like a walnut or I don't know, a
Like
peanut
a cream?
or no, I don't like that. That throws me off a little bit. I like the texture.
Like, so it's solid chocolate with nuts in the solid chocolate. Oh,
like an
see.
egg, like this big.
Yeah, we used to get these eggs, and we still do, but we have to get them somewhere else now that they're filled with like peanut butter cream or maple cream.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, I don't want any of that. I just want solid chocolate with a nut, cash, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what the hell it is. Some type of nut.
almonds.
Give me that nut.
Yeah.
Give me that nut. Put it in that chocolate. I get a big old glass of milk, and I get like a knife, like a butter knife. Cut off a section here. I'll watch a movie. It's great. The best.
Yeah, that's
The
your favorite
best.
part about Easter.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That and Jesus coming back. Yeah.
Right, the whole
Yeah.
return thing's
Put
kind
them
of cool.
Put them together. It's a hell of a Sunday. Tell you what. Jake,
Have you seen that shirt that's circulating, by the way? It was like he's risen, and it's like Jesus slam dunking a basketball.
no, but there's so many memes now every
I'm like,
Easter.
this is borderline blasphemous. I mean, funny.
I love
yes.
the one where they show the tomb of Jesus and that girl, surprise, surprise.
Oh, I know. I love it.
Like, good Lord. Good Lord.
Yep.
My daughter is 23, text line, and she would have a meltdown if she didn't get an Easter basket. Her basket has gotten expensive with cosmetics and trendy ideas. Yeah, I just
Yeah.
want chocolate.
No, I do that too. I'm guilty of that.
Now, for the not daughter, we do an in-house Easter egg hunt, and there's like money in some of the plastic eggs.
Yeah.
Money, gifts, some of them are nothing. And
aha.
she looks forward to it, and if she doesn't have it, she will destroy everything. So she
That's fair.
does that. We're going to do something similar for Jimmy, even though he's not this very small.
Yeah, but it's starting the tradition.
Yeah.
No, I
He's-
get it.
He's almost one.
I make the I make my husband an Easter basket and both the kids. I don't get one, so I usually buy myself something that I've been wanting and just be like, "Oh, look at that! Look what the Easter bunny left me."
Yeah, that's one we don't. We both actually said to each other, like, I think I went like, we get ourselves something for Easter. She's like, no, we have enough going on.
Mhm.
Yes.
Although I did take my son for a haircut on Monday, and his hairstylist was like, "Oh," she's like, "when I turned like 18, 19 years old, my sister and I started making our parents Easter baskets. Like we turned it around."
If I was him, I'd be like, oh, did you?
Well, he was just
Thanks
like,
for that.
he's like, "Well, maybe I'll think about it when I'm 18 or
Yeah.
19. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Like,
Well-
that's what I need as a teenager. Pressure. Thank you so
right.
much. Jake, do you have like a tradition for Easter?
We all get Easter baskets, the kids, but Jared and I started a tradition 4 years ago where we both take one egg and we put like cash in it and we hide it, and it does not have to be visible at all. And you have to find the other person's egg to win. So if like nobody finds it, then nothing happens. You get your money back. If I find Jared's and he finds mine, then nothing happens.
So what do you
So
have,
it's
like
just the two of you?
Yeah.
That do this?
Yeah.
So what do you have, like a time limit?
Yeah.
How much money are we talking?
Like a decent amount, like usually $100 or something like that. But
Hell.
it's if we have a 1 hour time limit.
A cool 1K.
I mean, I wouldn't show up to dinner. I'd still be looking for the egg.
Well, yeah, you only have an hour to find it.
Oh, there's a time limit. I thought
Yeah.
you meant like all
Wow.
day.
Yeah.
So you each put $100 in an egg, hide it in the house. You got 60 minutes.
Yeah.
If you find it, it's yours. If not,
Yeah.
it goes back.
Right.
That's I don't like that.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah. All right. All right, Jake. So your call Wednesday coming up here in about 20 minutes. Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Going up by request on the text line. Tones and I, Dance Monkey on Q92. We'll see. Great doctor. Love. Fun thing. He's from Canfield.
Mhm.
Married a Jackson girl.
Get out of town.
We were making small talk at the front desk, and he was saying, and I was like, "You got yourself a Jackson girl?"
Good
He's
for
like,
you.
you know about Jackson?" I go, "Do I know about Jackson?" Got you a polar bear wife, huh?
Oh, yeah, there
Real
you
nice
go.
girl, pretty. Well done,
Yeah,
well done. Well, you're a doctor, so I mean,
right. I mean, you kind of put that there.
this is Olga. No,
It increases your
Yeah.
audience selection.
Yeah. yeah. You're the more higher you're on the tax bracket, the more likely you are to attract you know, the opposite sex.
Yeah,
Either
probably.
way, like I said, I root for Jamie every day. I'm like two promotions, maybe one more promotion away from being a stay-at-home dad.
She better slow her roll.
I'm telling
Fun.
you, she just got this one. But
I know.
I'm like, come on. I will gladly take that damn kid to school every day. Gladly. It's a dream. Put on
Listen,
Sports Center and
I hear
and
what you're saying.
Do laundry while I'm listening to sports talk. Mop the floors. It'll be Danny Tanner Central when you come to my house.
You know what? I hear what you're saying, and I think it's a wonderful dream. However, I will caution you because I have a friend whose husband did that and got very burnt out very quick. He was
How many
very
kids?
lonely. 3.
So we had to get 3 kids up every day, 3 kids to school.
Yes, and they
go
did it
pick
on the
up.
heels of having their 3rd child. Like they had the other
Oh
2.
my God! So we had a newborn.
Ish. When she went back to work, she took extra time off. So I think when she went back to work, the
Well,
youngest was around 5 months.
You can't leave a 5-month-old. I can't leave a 7-month-old unattended forever.
Well, I understand that, but they're also not mobile either. So you can still do what you need to do and have them there in their bouncer or their swing or.
So close. It's crazy. He's so close.
Yeah.
I think he'll be crawling back.
Is he doing the rock? Where he's like, I want to go.
No, he scoots.
I want to go. I don't know how.
And he can turn himself around 360. Like
Yeah.
he can totally turn himself around, but he still just can't. And I know when he figures it out, he's gone.
Oh, I won't be long.
He's just gone.
Yep.
And it'll be
And
nothing
usually once they become mobile, they don't want to be held very often.
Well, I like holding him, so you're tough luck. I like holding my kids.
I knew that. That's why I brought that up. I was just trying to prepare you for the fact that once they're mobile, they're like, let me down.
Love it, love it, love it. I did get yelled at a few times for being too loud during the Bears game last night.
Well, if he was asleep, everybody wanted to sleep.
At one point, she was like, do it again. It's like, watch it in the living room. It's like,
Wow.
all right. All right. Hey, it is 8:16, 15 minutes away from Rich DeRocher, joining us from the Pro Football Hall of Fame like he does every Wednesday. Also got a forecast from Mark Johnson. It's on the way. It's the Q92 Morning Show on, guess what, Q92. Came across this, people get divorced all the time. And the source for this is Women's Day. Read it every morning.
Okay. Yeah.
It has 10 things that all divorced guys have in common. And I read the list and I was like,
Are you seeing a trend?
it's a good list. I feel like it's a very relatable list for divorced men. Things that they have in common. Love doesn't always work out. Sometimes it falls apart. You heard Fergie. Big girls don't cry, but she explained it. She had to move on. In fact, I want to play that while I go over this list.
Oh, I like that. That's a good one.
I'm going to right now.
But you're saying that then that women are the ones who end the marriage and leave the man divorced. Yeah. Okay.
This is just a thing that divorced guys have in common.
I see.
This isn't who caused it.
Okay.
This is what they all have
I know I'm saying what the song says.
in
Go
common.
ahead.
You all right?
I know. Just making sure you understood what I was saying.
Yeah. Number one, they're shocked. Men are shocked. I can see that. We're oblivious. I can see that. What?
Shocked?
Divorce? Yeah, they're shocked when it happens.
Oh, okay.
Technology takes precedence over their relationships.
That's a huge issue. We've had that problem in our household before. Like sometimes Tony will be like, seriously, Lauren, put the phone down.
Listen,
And I do.
I think that's a both sex thing, men and women.
Yeah, I think it can be.
But
for sure.
absolutely, I agree with you. Absolutely. Technology can take you just get sucked in your phone. Like, I know I can. I'm not going to pretend like I can't. But the not daughter, my God. I've never seen a human in their phone more than in my life. Like, it's insane.
I know.
It's
I worry
insane.
about our youth. That's all they're not going to have good communication skills because they're constantly buried in their phone commenting on social media
It is
versus
just
having a conversation.
just staring at the phone like doesn't matter what we are doing.
I know.
Even if we're watching a show together, she's watching the show, but like in her phone the whole time. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not pretending like I can't be.
Oh, no, I can be too. I get it.
I'm
I
not,
understand the addiction.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be like, not me.
100%.
But she makes me go, damn, you're on that phone.
That must be a lot.
Seriously. This one, I agree with this one. They stopped whining and dining after the I do's.
I could see that, but
Got
I mean,
married,
that's got to be pretty drastic that you're not even going out for dinner once in a while as a couple or taking a date. I mean,
got to keep dating.
This is a Q92 Sports Break with Christian Bigglesworth on Q92.
The Cavs beat the Hornets last night, 115-92. The Cavs now 44.
Find a rewarding career close to home at Kimball. You'll find outstanding benefits, a supportive team, and opportunities for career growth. Working for a local family company really makes a difference. Apply today.
Q92.
Grab a warmer coat today. We're going to cool it down. 48 degrees for the high. A lot of clouds and a little sunshine mixing in. Overnight skies clearing out, a low near 31. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
8:24 right here on today's Hit Music Q92 Morning, everybody. We hope you're having a wonderful day out there. Well, if you were thinking I'm going to win the Powerball, no, you're not. It's over. It's been won.
Yeah.
I believe New Jersey. Is it New Jersey? Was that what I
think
read this morning? First time they've won. That state's won one in a while. But it is official. That one has been claimed. The winning.
It is New Jersey.
I thought it was. So that one is done.
But the Powerball.
Your Powerball is still doing just fine, everybody. Just fine. As a matter of fact, Powerball, which goes again tonight, I got to get a ticket.
I know.
$865 million.
Yeah.
And Mega Million sets back down to 20.
That's okay. I mean, it'd still be a cool prize to win. But
what I like about this, they actually, on the website of Ohio Lottery, they actually tell you the cash option. All right, let's check your math real quick.
It's, what, 416.1 million?
Oh, you already looked? Never mind.
No, I had it this morning. Like, it came up when I did news.
Like, if you win 20, what do you think you get? 20 on the dot, which is what Mega Millions is.
I'm going to say 8.9.
Close. 9.5.
Okay.
9.5 is the cash option. Has anyone ever taken the payments for less taxes?
I mean, I think it's less taxes, and
that's the benefit.
You probably don't go broke as often because you'll be like, I got another check coming. You know what I mean? Like, you don't blow through it.
Yeah, but you're right. If you win the 865 Powerball tonight, you want the cash option. 460. God, it's basically cut in half. I mean, of course, that's amazing, but I mean, it really is cut in half.
Yeah.
That's insane. Just wow. Unbelievable. So there you go. If you want to play today, you probably should. Powerball's tonight. 865 mil on the line. Go get a ticket. Do you get a random ticket or do you play numbers?
No, I do random.
So do I. Jake, random or numbers?
Random.
So do you think there's an advantage to playing the same numbers?
There are some people that say yes, that have won the lottery because they've played the same numbers for 20 years.
My mom always played the same numbers for pick 3 and pick 4. I don't even know if they have those anymore.
I could see that because it could be like an address or...
She always played the same ones every day, and she would hit every once in a while with them. We never obviously won anything, but she would hit occasionally with them. They just still had the pick 3 and pick 4. Yeah. They do 2 a day?
I didn't know that.
Midday and evening? Man, who knew? Coming up, a look at sports. Right now, another request from the text line on a Your Call Wednesday. Someone wants to hear Olivia Rodrigo. Get him back. It's Q92. They had like a list of things you don't realize you do that annoy your neighbors. And I was going through a list. It's pretty standard. It's a lot of things that I think we've all experienced neighbors doing, or we've even maybe done ourselves.
Right, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like mowing your lawn late at night or early in the morning. Letting your dogs go in the neighbor's yard and poop. And, you know what I mean? Not taking care of that or not cleaning up the poop.
Yeah.
Things like letting your kids play in the street all day. Going overboard for holidays.
That's my yard. Mind your business.
Tree debris or grass debris, not, putting the grass clippings out in the street or letting your leaves go into your neighbor's yard or raking them into your neighbor's yard. Things like that.
Yeah. Parking
issues. People who park on the street and other people don't like it or not allowed to do it, but they do it anyway. Basic stuff. And it got me thinking, doesn't mean you don't like your neighbors.
Right.
But what is something your neighbor does that annoys you or you don't like, you wish they didn't do? Again, doesn't necessarily, you might hate your neighbors. I get it. But you might not hate them at all, but they do this one thing. You're like, yeah, I really wish you guys didn't do that. like mine is just because I'm an introvert.
Yeah.
I wish they wouldn't be outside when I pull in to talk to me.
That's funny.
When I pull in, I just want to go in my house.
Oh, I
And it has
know.
nothing to do. They're lovely. I have great neighbors on both sides.
I know that, but you're similar here. Like, don't talk to me. I just want to leave.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to go. I want to get in I just pulled in. I just got home. I want to just, and I'm going to get the mail, and I said, like, oh, I'll pull in. They'll laugh because we'll pull in, and you'll hear, I'll go, oh, if one of them's outside, like,
Are your windows ever down?
here we go. No, I'm not like that rude. And I have great neighbors on both sides. Awesome. It has nothing to do with them as persons. It has to do with me being a weirdo and not wanting to associate with humans.
Yeah, I don't mind that. We have awesome neighbors on our one side. Like, we're very good friends with them. Our kids babysit, house sit. We just got done fish sitting yesterday for them. They're amazing. We could not ask for better neighbors.
You could.
Everybody else, like, they're fine. Like, we don't talk to all of our neighbors all of the time, but if we see them, it's like, hello, you know.
Yeah.
There's one neighbor, though, in particular, and it's not even anything that they do that gets on my nerves. I'm perplexed by it. Both he and his wife have to pull into the garage backwards. They have
Does he have a truck?
to back in.
Dodge Ram?
Oh, my God, I think he does.
Yeah, sounds about right.
It's a truck, but I don't know what make it is. I'm going to look today.
Either an F-150 or a Dodge Ram.
They are so nice, but I cannot figure out why we have to make it a point to back in. It perplexes me. It has for years. I don't know.
This is a Q92 Sports Break with Christian Bigglesworth on Q92.
The Cavs beat the Hornets last night, 115-92. The Cavs now 44-28 on the season. They're off today before playing the Hornets again tomorrow night in Charlotte. Cleveland Guardians lost to the Diamondbacks yesterday in spring training baseball. They're now 14-14 in spring training. They'll play the Diamondbacks again today at 3:40 p.m. And tonight at 7 o'clock on ESPN, it's the NIT quarterfinals between Georgia and Ohio State. Let's look at sports right here on today's hit music, Q92. Oh my God, the top rope! And being forced to tolerate extreme conditions. Guests can get sunburn on shade-free beaches or shiver in October wind, getting attacked by bees. I have been to the summer wedding with bees.
I was stung as a flower girl in a wedding by bees.
Yeah.
They went up my dress.
Not good.
And I wigged. I was like 6.
Dude, I get it. I mean, the outdoor wedding looks great on paper,
Yeah.
but you don't know what the weather's going to be that day. And if you got food around, a bunch of bees, it's not fun.
No,
I don't mind
good.
chewing a fly. When there's bees,
Yeah, that hurts.
those sting.
Some people are allergic to them.
So that's the list. What do you guys in the text line have to say about things you hate about weddings as a guest? Someone said assigned seating.
Yeah. Oh,
Hate
my
it.
goodness. So awkward.
Children. I have my own, but they stay home, LOL. I know it's not convenient for everyone. And the cocktail hour of waiting. I hate. There are people that do not want kids at weddings. I've been to weddings, had no kids.
We didn't go to a family member's wedding just this past year, just a few months ago in Florida, even though we're very close with them because they said no children.
Even your age kids in high school?
My kids are 15. At the time, they were 15 and 17, and they still.
I understand. Like,
So we didn't make the trip.
I got you. Text line, the people. That's what I hate at weddings. The awkward, forced socialization at tables. See, you know me. You're going to sit me at a table with a bunch of people I don't know? I'm not going to say anything.
It's only happened to us a couple of times. Most of the time, we know at least a few other people there, so we get sat at their table, which is ideal.
Yeah.
And we have such a big family that if our whole family is invited, we take our own table, so it's all good.
Yeah.
But in the few instances that we've had to sit with other people, it is incredibly.
Q92.
8:33 right here on today's Hit Music Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here hanging out with you. Your Call Wednesday. We'll get back to more of your requests coming up here shortly, but it is Wednesday. It's 8:30. That can only mean Rich DeRoche here from the Pro Football Hall of Fame going to join us like he does every Wednesday to talk about the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And you see my outfit today, Rich. You see my outfit as I am celebrating your announcement from yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know how to say this, Christian, but we have breaking news from the Hall of Fame.
Uh-oh. Don't do it.
Where it might not be the Bears.
Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. I had a feeling, Rich. I had a feeling with, two Chicago Bears and one that could kind of claim Chicago and Julius Peppers. I had a feeling, but really cool. And not to mention it cool the Texans and Bears, but a chance that, the number one draft pick in the NFL draft, Rich, is probably going to be if he plays. But if not, he's going to be making his debut on the NFL sidelines right here in Canton.
He should be here, and whoever he is, if it's quarterback 1, quarterback 2, or quarterback 3, and he'll be here. C.J. Stroud probably won't play. He's proven himself, so they probably wouldn't. Texans probably wouldn't play him unless he just wanted to get in one series for some reason. And but still, the opportunity to see two teams that we think are both trending in the right direction. This is a really exciting matchup for us to announce. And like you said, 2.5 bears or 3 bears, the 3 little bears, one's one very big bear.
Yes.
And Andre Johnson too. And we've heard from a lot of people that the Texans and Texans fans are very excited to be celebrating Andre Johnson's enshrinement. He is the first, the Ed Reed played 1 year in Houston, and that's the only link right now into the Hall of Fame for the Texans franchise. So Andre is their number one guy, and really in a way Julius Peppers is the number one guy for Carolina as well. So that's 2 organizations and 2 franchises and communities that are really excited about these guys, and so we were very excited. It took a little while. A lot of people were saying, "Hey, who's in the game? It seems like you guys have announced this by now." And with all the things going on with the league and the owners' meetings and this and that, it just the timing worked out where we were able to make our announcement in conjunction with the owners' meetings in Orlando, and the league was really happy about that, and we're really happy about it.
Yeah, it's great because now we know everything, and we're just excited for the game, for the class, and now we know everything that's going to be going on when we kick off the NFL season. We're all missing it right now as free agency is going on, and we're getting ready to turn our attention towards the draft. And I just love that Canton, Ohio kicks it off every year. We kick off the NFL season.
Absolutely, we do. And for those that are listening that want to go to this game, you have a little bit of time. Tickets are going on sale. Mark your calendars now. April 12th at 10 a.m. You'll be able to get your tickets to make sure you're securing your spot for this game.
Oh, I'll be getting mine.
I know. We've already talked about it. I know.
I already told Jamie. I was like, Jamie, we're going to the Hall of Fame game.
Yeah.
I was like, we're going, and we're going to get good seats.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
It's going to be real cool. But just that's the whole week, Rich. It's such a event the entire week leading up to the game and the enshrinement ceremony, the luncheon. There's just so many amazing events that week, and all eyes on Canton. It's just so it's fun to look forward to, and now know everything that we're looking forward to.
That is the exciting part when you step back and think about the popularity of professional football now, and really all eyes this week have been on the owners' meetings and these rules changes and some things that have come out, and then all eyes will be on Canton because we'll be hosting the first official NFL game of the 2024 season, and all these rules and different things that are going to be put in place, they're going to be put into place first here, and you'll see this new kickoff rule, and hopefully that bringing back, and the interesting thing or the fun thing is, okay, we're going to bring back the kickoff rule because we haven't seen anybody like Devin Hester in 15 years. Well, guess what? Devin Hester will be here to watch the first game with these new rules designed to maybe bring another Devin Hester back into the game and introduce the exciting element of the big kick return. The new tackling rule to promote player safety. And then there's another there's a new challenge rule, and all of these new rules that the league has implemented this week get put into practice first in Canton, Ohio. I think that's pretty neat.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that, Rich. You're 100% right. This new kickoff rule, I think that's the one that's sticking out to everybody, Rich. That's the one everyone's going, wait, what? What are we doing? What's the XFL did this? And you're right. I didn't even hit me. Like, you're right. Not only is one of the greatest people to talk to about the kick return, Devin Hester, going to be in town for that, but you're right. When everyone sees it in person and on TV for the first time, it's going to be right here in Canton, Ohio. So history being made once again, where history lives for football at the Hall of Fame. It's going to be great.
Wait a minute, I got to write that down.
Yeah, write that down. Yeah,
that was good. That was good.
That was really good, Christian.
I kind of blacked out for a second, but I mean,
he's sweating. He's got beads of sweat.
I'm like, wow, what happened there? I just kind of got on a rant. But no, it's really, really cool. And the Browns exhibit, more events you guys have been having. I keep seeing pictures of people on my timeline on Instagram and Facebook. Really cool too. Like I mentioned before, but I just saw it. A friend of mine with his kids, his family, their Browns jerseys, their Browns hoodies. People really going to check out that Browns exhibit. It's
been a lot of fun. It's spring break for most of the school districts. Certainly within this listening area, but also beyond. So we're getting a lot of nice crowds this week. People on their spring break. A lot of them wearing their Browns jerseys or shirts. And I'll tell you what, you could not have had more fun than people had this past weekend with Hanford Dixon and Frank Minifield, just literally telling stories that had people doubled over in laughter and the barking and the trash talk. And these are two men who genuinely love each other, but also genuinely love to tease each other about who's taller, who's faster, who invented the phrase "the dog pound." How Minifield faked an injury once because he didn't want to go up against one of the top receivers in the league. And he was just kind of playing with Hanford and telling him, "Oh, you're going to have to cover this guy, top dog. You're going to have to cover this guy. I can't go today." And faking that he was hurt. I mean, it's just fun stuff. And I know I've used that word a lot to talk about the Browns exhibit, but just how much fun we're having and how much fun the legends are having coming back and sharing those stories. And this weekend coming up, we've got Greg Pruitt and Kevin Mack, and then in the weeks ahead, the return core, the receiving core, and then it concludes with Ozzie and Joe D, the Hall of Famers. So, and still a couple of other surprises we have planned. So it's been a lot of fun. It's just nice to see the smiles on Browns fans' faces.
Yeah, those names, man, God, just triggers your
Browns
memory of Browns football. Just hearing the names out loud, and they've all either been to Canton to help out with this and to support this, or they're coming to Canton. I'm looking forward. Langhorne and Slaughter. That's going to be. They're all going to be great. Pruitt, Kevin Mack. When it was Mack and Biner in the backfield for the Browns back in the 80s. I mean, it's really, you guys did a really great job. And this cast you have coming through is just tremendous.
Well, and like we've said before, there hasn't been anybody who said no, they didn't want to come. It's just been a case of what works, and what's been a blessing for us is that in many cases what worked for the individual guys allowed us to create these themes around the different weekends. So this weekend coming up, we've got kind of two generations of standout running backs for the Browns, and I'm curious to see if Greg Pruitt wears like a tearaway suit, and if you get that reference, you understand. Greg Pruitt was one of the people that was behind a rules change in the NFL, the tearaway jersey, and he made a lot of yards after people tried to tackle him by the jersey, because all of a sudden they're just holding a little piece of fabric and he's running down the field. So I'm sure he'll have some stories about how he fought against that rules change, because we've been talking about how the game just keeps evolving, and you change the rules and modify it and try to make it better and better. And it has gotten better and better, and it's gotten safer too. And so we'll get to see all of that this summer.
Rich, always a pleasure. It sounds like you got some business to attend to over there.
I'm chiming away.
You're chiming away. Thank you so much for updating us every week. Thanks for bringing the Bears to Canton, and we'll talk to you next week.
I'll see you on the 50-yard line, young man.
I hope so, man. Take care, Rich. Appreciate it. Always appreciate your time. Rich DeRocher Pro Football Hall of Fame, joins us every Wednesday. Cool stuff. Cool
Yeah.
stuff always. It's a Kid Leroy, Justin Bieber at Stay. It's Q. Belle Delphine or Delphine, PH.
DELPHINE.
And she charges subscribers $28 a month. I don't know if that's lira or whatever the hell that sign is next to the money. It's not American dollars. To access her OnlyFans content. As a result of her huge online following, the social media star, whose real name is actually Mary Belle Kirshner, was able to buy her dream 8-bedroom home in the Sussex County side.
I mean,
she went viral when she started selling her bathwater for 24, whatever this increment is, a jar. To her
I found her.
You don't seem like you're that impressed by the physical look.
It's got to do
this
with more.
lady.
It's not somebody from Dasani that's buying these.
Oh,
Yeah.
she should be selling.
Or
Looks like she sells cake.
no.
Yeah, if you're into that. Sounds like
Well,
Jake's into it.
Hold on a second. More recently, she decided that she was kind of a little bit pixie.
Oh no, that's anime.
Yeah.
Doing the anime stuff.
Yeah.
I'm out. I'm out on
Cotton
anime.
candy.
Anime. Why am I saying anime?
Oh gosh, we know Jake loves
Jake
cotton
got the
candy.
cotton candy machine. Jake, I feel like you're a little too happy about this girl right now. Are you a
No.
fan, Jake?
I mean, I only saw the. No. I mean, no.
Yeah, right.
See, you lose me at anime or anime, whatever. Anime. You lose me at that. That's, and I'm not. I don't know. I'm not into that. That stuff's weird.
You can email her for business inquiries.
Yeah, no, yeah. Maybe she'll come to Pickle Fest.
This doesn't make any sense though, because she has 3.1 million followers. She's only posted 91 times.
But is that where they get the link to her?
Maybe.
A lot
Oh.
of times, don't they put that on their like Instagram and
Sweet
stuff?
Lord.
You can get away with a lot on Instagram. Ask-
Obviously.
Well, ask Britney Spears.
True. But she always has like the.
She's shirtless with her hands over her nips every day.
Okay, but they're covered. is
If
my
she's
point.
not dancing with knives.
Ew. Oh.
So anyway,
Further proof.
of what anime? Yeah, she's.
Well,
yeah,
it's
she's
not
into-
even anime. What's that called when they furries?
No.
No, furries is when you're full.
That's more of an e-girl.
a what girl?
I'm sorry. What?
E-girl. That's what they call them. Like
Go ahead.
internet girl. Like gamers. It's like a thing.
She has ears.
You think that's
So-
that's more of a video
It's
game?
more like a
girl?
role
She
play.
has furry ears.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't see that.
But I thought furry was full.
Yeah, I think it is.
You're like in a full bear
this-
Yeah,
suit.
that's more like a role play e-girl type of thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's like on Twitch, right?
Yeah.
That's the kind of girl be on Twitch.
Yeah.
All cute. Like, hi.
Yeah.
Thanks for the donation. Yeah, furries I see as someone dressed as like Teddy Ruxpin tackling you.
Find a rewarding career close to home at Kimball. You'll find outstanding benefits, a supportive team, and opportunities for career growth. Working for a local family company really makes a difference. Apply today.
Q92.
Grab a warmer coat today. We're going to cool it down. 48 degrees for the high. A lot of clouds and a little sunshine mixing in. Overnight skies clearing out, a low near 31. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
Pride night in Cleveland at the Guardians game. We were waiting in line for $2 beers for quite some time. You were with friends. I was alone. I wanted to speak to you so bad. I hope the look in your eyes was attraction from your side, too. And that's it.
Wow.
So if you were in line for $2 beers, Pride night at the Guardians game, and you had attraction in your eyes, someone's looking for you.
What does that look like?
Depends.
I just put a muscle in my stomach.
A lot of things. Ton of things. A million faces you could make.
That's so gross.
Could be. It could have been gross. We don't know. We weren't there. There you go. Misconnections.
Jake, let me see your attraction look.
What's your attraction? Seduce Lauren with your eyes.
Come on, I'm waiting. This isn't.
I don't make faces.
You don't have to leave that.
Well, I was gonna.
You know what?
I don't. Yeah, I don't just look at a girl and just like make a weird face and be like, "Come here."
Okay.
Not even gonna
fair.
try.
No,
I can't top the two you did. I can't.
Fair enough. I did do a pretty good job right there. Pride night in Cleveland at the Guardians game. We were asking you girls a little info. What's the quickest way for you? A guy can find his way to the old friend zone, where every guy doesn't want to be. Text message. It's this one, Jake. Asking to have sex or nudes will get you to the friend zone with this lady.
Understandable.
Huh. That would stink because, I mean, obviously, friends is not your intention.
Right.
You're asking for nudes or sex. So that.
Well, maybe it is.
See, I've said this before because I've had this argument with my fiance now because we originally met 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And we're talking. And I thought it was going well. Didn't, apparently. I ended up being like pretty much blown off. And her reasoning, she thought I was someone that was only after one thing. I told her. I was like, I was after a few things. That was one of them. I was like, but it wasn't the only thing I was after.
Yeah.
Like, of course, I'm not going to pretend like I wasn't after that. But I was also liked you. I thought you were cute. I wanted to get to know you. So I think two things can be true.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, now there also been girls that at times I probably only wanted one. Sure. I'm sure there were girls you've known that you just wanted. You didn't want to get, I'm just like there's.
I didn't want to get to know you.
I didn't want to learn about anything about you. But you know what I'm saying. Like it happens. But I got some good ones on Facebook here. Trying too hard. One girl says, trying too hard will get you. It says trying too hard, immediate disinterest in pursuing anything. Another one, over complimenting. That can get you in the friend zone, apparently, on Facebook, it says. So if you're just complimenting on top of complimenting, oh my God, I love the way you eat that salad. Oh my God, look at the way the wind, I don't know. Just keep going. You could over compliment yourself to the friend zone. And another one on Facebook, bragging about your money. Bragging about your status to get you in the friend zone. This girl's not interested. Not interested at all. So those are some things, guys.
There's one on Facebook too. Trinity over on Facebook said, I would say, let me pull it up so I can read it better. I would say if they think that they are more entitled than I am. Haha.
So they think they're more entitled than you.
Yeah.
Pass them over to the friend zone. See, gentlemen, we're helping you now this morning. We need to learn these things. Text message. Getting too clingy too fast. Like if we just met at a bar on Friday, you probably shouldn't send me 20 messages on Saturday and be mad if it takes me more than 2 minutes to respond. If you're that needy now, how bad would it be if we actually dated? You know what?
Yeah, that's fair.
There's some truth in that.
Yeah.
That's a really good. Yeah. Clingy too fast. Express lane to the friend zone. So, gentlemen, in this short amount of time, I hope we learned something. Blue-eyed country girl checking in. Jake seems like a clean guy.
Hold on. He's turning on the mic for this one.
Sorry, what?
I'm just reading what it says. It says, blue-eyed country girl checking in. Jake seems like a clean guy. How did he meet Star?
I met Star on Bumble.
Bumble's the way to go if you're a guy, I'm telling you. That's the way to go. Because the girl has to initiate any correspondence.
So you know she's interested. That's real nice for you guys.
She's interested at least enough to say hello. Can you ruin that immediately? Sure you can. But I mean, at least you know she thought enough to at least say hello.
Right.
So I think Bumble's the way to go. If you're a guy and you're looking that route, and trust me, your boy has been on Bumble. Go with Bumble. I mean, Tinder's fine. Tinder works, but I feel like Bumble's better. If you're not to be all, but I think if you're actually looking for something, not just a little.
I gotcha.
I think Bumble is the better way to go.
Like if
Do
you're
you agree
looking-
or disagree?
I agree.
Like if you're looking for an
Yeah,
actual
I
relationship.
refuse. I was on all the dating apps, but I did refuse to get Tinder.
You never did.
I never did Tinder.
Wow.
Never.
And you were on everything.
You didn't even get in there just out of curiosity?
I was on Christian Mingle, but I was not on Tinder.
We'll get. Oh man, I hate.
It's a good old boy that you can take home to mom.
That's just interesting. Maybe we'll talk about that a little bit more. But I have to keep us on time, which I already haven't done. Thanks for the signal, Jake.
Well, you were asking him about his
God.
dating life.
Get us all in trouble.
Have you ever in your life
You're
wanted
going
to
to
put a
be
toe in your
arrested.
mouth?
A toe in my mouth?
Have you ever, other than maybe Jimmy's, like to kiss them?
That is the cutest
It
thing
is
in the
really
world.
cute.
That
I've
is the
done it.
cutest thing in the world.
But an adult's toe. Have you ever
I
had
don't
the
hate,
urge?
I don't hate feet. I'm not necessarily a
Have you ever wanted to suck them though?
wanted. I'm sure I have.
Like suck a toe.
I'm sure I have.
Ugh.
I'm not boring, Lauren. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm not missionary only. Lights off.
you're so dumb.
All right, that is.
You're so dumb.
I'm not.
I have never.
And no
though.
talking. No talking.
Mm.
But there is a huge difference in that with two consenting adults and going into a stranger's hotel room.
I get it.
Sounds like the guy from Mr. Deeds that loved changing socks.
You know,
crazy.
I know you've always told me about the foot fetish and all that kind of stuff. We've had discussions off air about this.
Christian, no, don't lie on air. I'm just lie. No, I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
I was watching TikTok last night. It's so weird that this topic came up. And some lady, you know where they go up to people and they're like, all right, what's your name? What do you do for a living? How much do you make? And it'll be like a bunch of different professions in different cities, like, and how much they make. And the girl was like, I don't want to tell you. And she's like, why? When she asked her what she did for a living. She's like, I sell foot pictures and videos. And she's like, on OnlyFans? She's like, no, there's a website called Fun with Feet.
Or Foot Finder.
Well, it's called Fun with Feet, the one she was talking about. And she's like, how much have you made this year? And she's like, I'm really close to $100,000. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So obviously the foot fetish obsession is a lot larger than any of us know or are willing to admit, obviously.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. It's huge. It's a money maker. And it's not even, think about the girls on OnlyFans. You're not even doing that. You're just taking off a sock.
Yeah. You too.
Let me see here. Oh, quick shout out to Jake. I've been catching myself saying, "Kay, love you, bye," when leaving social situations.
Oh, I just giggled. Did you hear his high-pitched little?
Yeah.
"Kay, love you, bye." Yeah. It happens every day around 9:55.
It does.
Got you today if you like.
Promotions, things like that.
Probably didn't. Think you ever had a teacher that just didn't like you? I can't imagine. I don't know. I don't know if Mr. Belch didn't like me, but he certainly had no problem mispronouncing my name. He might not have liked me. He might have just thought, you know what? I don't like this kid.
I'm trying to think.
Jake, is there a teacher you think maybe didn't
Yes.
like you?
That was fast. Jeez.
Why don't you think they like you?
Was there more than one?
No, it was a history teacher,
Oh, okay.
and he liked all the sports people because he was a baseball coach.
Gotcha.
And he did not like me, and he was because he would always like check our homework,
but he would always like just like go over and glance to make sure you did it.
Yeah.
But every time he got to me, he would pick it up and thoroughly examine it to make sure that I did it. But everybody else was like, "Oh yeah, you're good, John. You know, Mark, you're good. Jake, let me see that." And he would like pick it up and like examine it. And he made me redo things several times. And
Are you saying the athletes got to do whatever they wanted?
No, they didn't get to do whatever they wanted, but
they certainly had it easier.
yeah, and so did the other kids. I don't know. He just had it out for me. He did not like me every day.
Well, that sucks.
Is he still there?
I think so. I don't know.
You want to give him a shout out? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
I said Mr. Belts.
Oh, true.
I don't know where he's at now.
I don't know where he's at, but it was Mr. Gamble.
Yeah. Miguel, sure thing, right here on today's hit music Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you. Hope you're having a good Wednesday morning as we are in the 9 o'clock hour now. That's fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. It's going to be cloudy again today, but oh well.
I mean,
what are you going to do?
it's, well, yeah, but the sun's peeking out. I can clearly see
I
it
would
out
like
there
to
right
see
now.
the sun. I like the sun.
Yep.
I'm a fan of the sun. Did you see the trailers out for Bad Boys 4 now?
I did not.
They're doing it.
Why?
And I don't know how I feel. I'm someone who loved Bad Boys, the original. I actually is one of the few franchises where I thought the second one was just as good, if not possibly better than the first. I thought Bad Boys 2 was an incredible movie. Funny, action-packed, awesome. Johnny Tapia, fantastic bad guy in that one. I don't know about Bad Boys 4. Sometimes we take it. Like, I loved the Hangover movies. And I thought there was one. Now, they were still funny. But I thought we did one too many Hangover movies.
I agree. It's like we can't come up with original ideas, so we just like run these into the ground. That's how I feel. I feel like you got to watch. They're talking about doing Happy Gilmore 2.
Saw that too. Shooter McGavin.
What did you see his tweet when he showed a picture of Adam Sandler at the grocery store in Los Angeles, and he's like, not about to let this guy beat me the second time around, and he was dressed like he had his white tube socks pulled up.
Adam Sandler is not a fashion icon.
He is not.
But he's owned that. That's been him forever. That's just who he is.
Like, I even have mixed emotions about that too. I feel like the second time around you have a better shot at getting it, but the more they are, I feel it's like multiplicity. Each version of the reboot, like, you know, loses something every time. It loses a little bit more.
But I think of sequels or whatever that were good. Like I said, I do believe Bad Boys 2 was an awesome movie. And I'll give Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah. But look how much time they allowed to pass.
30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was going to be good.
No one really did, but I feel like with that one, you knew that they had to try and at least put their heart and soul into it.
Yeah. They did a good job. I don't know if I'm here for Bad Boys 4. I thought they were hilarious together. Like I said, the first one was great. The second one was great. After that, it was kind of like, ew.
There's only one movie where I thought probably the sequel was better than the original.
Rocky.
No, in fact, I didn't think Rocky was really good until 4 because it's the best one. But
Oh. Now listen, is 4 my favorite too? Yes. But they were good.
they were good. They weren't.
They were
great.
good. I'll give you Rocky 4. I mean, he ended the Cold War.
Yeah,
He made Russians all love America.
he did, man. I mean, maybe we need to get him to.
I believe the wording was, if I can change and yous can change, everybody can change.
Yeah.
And then all of Russia was like, oh my God.
That's when he was in Moscow, right?
Yeah, he had to fight Ivan Drago.
Well, they
Who
did not
killed
like
Apollo.
him. Oh, I know. It was Sweet Redemption.
Yeah.
No, I was going to say Sister Act 2.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, come on. Like, you don't get going
Sister
when they
Act.
come out and they're like, oh, happy day.
I've never seen. I tried to watch the first one and I turned it off.
Oh, it's because you didn't watch the second one.
My mom rented it.
The second one is where it's at.
Where
The
Lauryn
second
Hill
one.
was in that, right?
Yes, she
Lauryn
was a
Hill
student.
was in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Sister Act 2 is like one of my all-time favorite movies.
So you feel Sister Act 2 was better than Sister Act?
Correct.
I actually am going to say Bad Boys 2 was better than Bad Boys. Would you rather want to meet Adam Sandler or Shooter McGavin? Oh, man.
Sandler.
Yeah, but I would like to meet Shooter McGavin, too.
Yeah, that'd be great. But if you're making me pick,
That was a great. Shooter McGavin was a fantastic character.
am I on a ledge here by myself about Sister Act 2? Nobody's gonna have my back on this one.
I don't know. Jake, as someone who is younger, is there any movie you felt the second one was better than the first?
I don't think so.
No?
I haven't seen too many.
I believe that.
Of the sequels and prequels.
I believe that. Remember all the Police Academy movies?
Yes. Naked Guns.
Those were funny, though. Leave my
they?
naked guns alone. Lieutenant
I-
Drebin, Police Squad.
Never got into them.
You didn't like any of them?
No.
Oh, that's sad to hear.
What was it? Naked Gun? Is it 33 and a third or something like that?
I think so.
I won't. That's the one I
Shine down.
saw.
Q92.
I see. Jake,
Work
I sent
here
you that.
afterwards, and then I'm going to find out if I need glasses.
You almost look like a teenager. Okay, so
I just went last week and got the puff test, someone said. So you were, how old did they say to get glasses? You wear
it was at the
contacts now?
beginning. Yeah. It was.
How do you put that on your eyeball?
I don't know. I can
That would
touch my eyeball all
freak me
day
out.
long.
So I'd be afraid I would miss and like get it stuck in the corner of my eye somewhere in my
Oh,
body.
the worst is when it gets folded and it gets stuck up here in your eyelid. And you've got to like work your eyelid to get it to come out.
Man, I'm telling you, no. Give me glasses.
You know what is ridiculous? You and my husband. If he has to touch his eyeball, like he
You went
can't.
like this.
He
I'd go
physically.
like this. I'd be like, oh my god, like how close are my eyes rubbing them?
Yeah,
You can't come close to
physically
my
can't.
eyes.
No, that's how Tony is.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, the one time he got pink eye from the kids when they were little, I literally had to like hold him down. He has like lids of steel. I had to pry his eye open to get that eye drop in there.
I get that.
This is Christian in my glasses. If you're watching the live stream, this is Christian wearing my glasses like a month ago. Remember that when I wore my glasses to work? You're like, let me see it.
Yeah.
Because you knew at that time that it might be necessary.
I got my eyes done yesterday, and yes, they do the glaucoma test. I was diagnosed with glaucoma at 23. At 23? Wow, that sucks. I'm sorry.
See, he doesn't look bad, guys.
What happens if they need to dilate your eyes? And I'm driving on instinct.
Oh, that is the worst. They didn't, the first time they did
No, they
that
would
to
have
me.
told me. I'm sure they would have said, hey, have someone drive you down.
Well, they gave me sunglasses. They're like, you'll be fine. Just be careful with your speed because it's hard to focus up close. They were not kidding. I could have been doing 85 the whole way. I couldn't see the dashboard. I couldn't see the dashboard. I could see the road.
Mine hasn't puffered me the last 3 exams.
Well, you're so lucky because I hate that stupid test. They have to laugh at the expressions on people's faces because I jump every time. I want to be like.
I just remember him showing me the x-ray of my eyeball, and I was like, holy cow. Because I hadn't been to an eye doctor in ever.
Yeah.
Until like last year when I got on Jamie's.
In ever.
You
never went?
How long was it before I went to a dentist? Till like a year ago.
That's true.
Now I'm like, they love me now. Last time I went, he was
What,
like.
the dentist?
Oh, yeah. Last time I went, he's like, I'm really surprised like how good your mouth is now compared to when you came in here.
Well, that's because you're on their wall of fame. Of course they love you. You're like their biggest walking testimony.
I was. It was like.
They're like, Christian's here.
It was like digging out fossils from granite. Look, a tooth.
Hey, it's Keller from Afternoons on Q92. Tune in weekdays from 2 until 6 p.m. and come hang out. We've got amazing prizes, fantastic music. It's going to be a good time.
These are great questions.
I know.
These are hard-hitting questions.
Our brains are so weird. Why are we?
There's a show on Prime called Upload where they put their brain on like a memory card and they live in like a sim-like life. What the hell? What? Another one. There's a same. Oh, what happened? My text line just went. There we go. Yeah, there's a show on Prime. I know. Listen, I haven't watched that yet. Never heard of that, but I'll look into it. That's interesting to me. Very interesting to me. Where we're going to go in the future with technology and will we be able to live forever? Would you want to?
I mean, as long as I'm not like super decrepit. I mean, if they can kind of preserve or slow down the aging process.
Oh, you want to play? Whoa, questions like whoa. Here's a question.
Okay.
If they invented it, all right? If they invented it, like, listen, it is done. You can see for yourself. We can upload your brain, your consciousness. We can put it all on a computer, and then we can put you in whatever, and you can live forever. However they can do it, you can live forever.
Yeah, but if you're uploading me to a computer, am I going to have emotion?
So I say the consciousness, all of it. They could find a way to if they could find a way. Would you have the option? Would you wait until you're like old and decrepit, or would you be like, you know what? Let's do it now in my 40s. I'm still very functional. Everything's good.
Yeah, but you could even push that to the 50s and try and give yourself some natural.
I'm just saying. Would you be like, you know what? I'm going to wait till I'm in my 90s and I'm close to death to do it, or would you be like, do it now?
Well, no, because when did they clone you? At the age you are when they clone you?
Listen, I'm asking some weird ass questions. I don't have any answers.
Well, I know, but that's fine. That's why.
I'm just saying, like,
why we're the show we are, because we always have weird questions,
crazy ass stuff. I'm just trying to figure out, like, if they invented that, like, you can live forever, start whenever.
Yeah.
Are you starting when you're old? Like, I mean, truly old, like, you know what I mean? Like old, or you'd be like, no, man, do it now. Someone says until the server crashes. That's true.
Oh my god.
Someone could hack you.
That's true. Is that like getting a cold or a flu
Someone
virus?
could hack you. I feel like we're all doing like hallucinogenics right now. We're all just
that,
talking.
but is that like your cold or flu?
Did we just drop LSD together? What?
Is that like your cold or flu?
What do you mean?
You just got some antivirus to get better? Like if you were a computer in the future and blah, 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 and you get hacked, is that like having the equivalent of having a cold or a flu and you've got to take antivirus to...
I think if you were a computer, I could hack you and make you do crimes. Make you murder people.
That's true.
Make you walk around, punch people in the face.
Somebody said without a brain, you can't have consciousness. I agree with that. So it could be really chaotic.
We don't know that though. We don't... It's crazy to think about.
And then what if we do
knows?
this and the people that are like not cloned yet realize that we're all trying to like self-destruct the world because we don't have consciousness? Then all of a sudden it becomes a battle of the humans versus the whatever.
Subhumans, the cyborgs.
Right.
I've been to weddings where I wasn't allowed to bring a date.
And that to me is wrong.
I didn't like that. I felt, to be honest, I mean, I love that I was there, but I was mad.
We had that happen last summer.
I wasn't mad. I just felt dumb. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I wasn't mad. I get it. You have rules. There's a budget. I just felt dumb.
My nephew is 25 years old and was invited to a wedding that we were all invited to as well. And he has a girlfriend. And they didn't just start dating.
Yeah.
And she was not included on the invitation. It was to the point where we had to like speak up and be like, if you want him there, he's bringing her.
Yeah. Like I said, I understand you paper plate. I understand there's a but. So I get. Again, I wasn't mad. I don't even remember.
Didn't plan for that.
I don't even remember whose wedding it was.
Don't be a rude dude. Plan for it and make sure that you can accommodate things.
What's funny though, if I'm remembering this right, I don't think I got that I didn't have a +1. I think I asked someone to go and I had a date and I had to call her back and be like, you can't come. It was probably me. I probably read it wrong.
Oh boy.
Because the thing didn't say.
Still embarrassing.
Plus guest.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, that wedding I asked you to this weekend, don't worry about it.
Here's the other thing. It is that I wish people understood. It is not a privilege for me to come to your wedding. It's an honor for me to be there to support you. We recently had an experience where everybody was kind of treated like, you should want to be here. Are you kidding? You're lucky you were invited.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? And I'm like, that's not what this should be about. This should be about celebrating your love and your union and wanting those that love you there to support you.
Yeah. No, I get it. I see more text coming in. Noah Khan, Post Malone, that is Dial Drunk right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. We talk about AI a lot on the show from time to time. We talk a lot about just where it's going. Will robots take over the world?
Yeah.
Something I believe. A small step for that, but interesting. Last Friday, China announced the global release of a robotic dog companion. Elephant Robotics introduced the MetaDog, a robotic companion. It's designed inspired by the popular Husky and Shiba Inu breeds. MetaDog responds to touch and sound, including over 30 voice commands. It responds to owners with barks, howls, and head and eye movement. It comes with up to 12 hours of battery life in between charges. They also said it's a perfect option for people who want a dog but can't have one for various reasons, such as living constraints, allergies, and it could be a good companion for people dealing with loneliness.
Do you know what I also heard? I also heard that, like, have you ever seen those creepy, like, cats that look like they're breathing at the store, like the toy store?
Look like they're breathing?
Yeah, they look like alive, like they're curled up. Yeah, like they're little. They look pretty real. I mean, they say those are really good for Alzheimer's patients.
Do they?
Yeah, because it makes them feel like they're in control of something and like they're contributing and taking care of something. I could see that.
I know I can see it. I just actually sent you a picture, Jake, in your email if you want to check. Put it on the video for people to see what it looks like. I mean, it looks like I don't know, but does it feel like you're touching metal with fur on top of, you know what I mean? Like, the part of the fun of a dog is playing with the dog, cuddling with the dog. I feel like I'm touching like a tin can with fur.
Maybe
I get it's not real. I understand. But I mean, it doesn't, to me, I'm looking at the picture. It looks like a toy dog.
Well, I mean, that's fine. I mean,
we're in the infancy of this.
Why can't they do like remember those water babies? You might not remember them.
Water babies.
They were babies that you literally, like, they were Whoa! First of all,
Yeah, that's
eyes.
the meta
That dog looks like his eyes are gonna pop out of his head.
After the Huskies have blue eyes. They were a little too blue, I think, on the eyes.
And a little too big with too much white showing, perhaps.
Yeah,
Anyhow, but I like water babies you filled with warm water, and like they were
I think I know what you're talking about.
jiggly and smushy like a little baby. Like why can't you mean like they can't do any better, like feel wise?
That's what I'm saying. I would just think with technology and stuff, and the way we can. I'm a little surprised because that, to me, looks like I was when I first read that, I was thinking they made it look a little more real. Like that blatantly is a toy dog.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Just by looking.
I was
at
thinking like and I'm not saying like, I don't know, but I was expecting a little more realism in the picture, if that makes any sense. Realizing it is a robot, but it tells you where we're going. I mean, this tells you where we're going.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty impressive looking toy.
Ooh, what if they could do like big dogs? Like, so it almost like mocked like you had guard dogs. They would just go nuts barking and stuff, but like they really weren't real.
I believe that could absolutely happen. I believe we'll have robot pets.
No.
I believe we'll have robots.
Really? I mean, the Gigapet died.
I'm telling you. Terminator is going to happen on this. What are my guarantees? The robots and the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Those are my guarantees. Jurassic Park will happen in real life. Transformers or the Terminator movies will happen in real life. I'm hoping that we'll all be gone before that and the generations below us have to deal with that. But with AI, I get nervous about AI, man. I get nervous about computers that can think faster and figure things out better than humans.
Yeah.
Especially if we end up in any kind of human robotic combat or war where they have the information like that. I'm over here with a pen and paper. 2 + 2 is 4. Carry the 8. And they've already figured out the equation.
Right.
Just saying. It's interesting. So there's a pet dog coming out. They just introduced it last week. And again, it does look like a husky, but I'm surprised. Those eyes are a little scary.
Yeah.
I will say the eyes are a little. I'm not.
It almost looks like a cartoon dog.
That's the thing, and I don't know what I was expecting or why I thought I was going to see like a much more.
I think because we're so
realistic.
impressed by AI, we just thought it would be more lifelike. I don't know.
Christian, thank God. Text line. I've always wanted to plug my dog in. Go look up the video of the robot seeing itself in a mirror. If that doesn't scare you, I don't know what will. The human robots that are going to be. You want to know another prediction that's dark?
Why not?
I think down the road, and I mean down the road, can't even see that far down the road yet. I believe people will be dating robots. I said it.
Okay.
I don't mean metal robots. I don't mean like Johnny Number 5 from Short Circuit. Great movie, by the way. I'm telling you, they're going to have these like human-looking robots. And you'll be able to program it to love you the way you want to be loved.
How expensive those would be?
I'm just telling you. And again, this is something we might never see in our lifetime. We might be gone. We might be in that big cloud in the sky with our angel wings flying around.
Eating at the endless buffet.
Eating at the endless buffet that you get at heaven with all your favorite foods. It's like Golden Corral, but Jesus is there. But I'm telling you, I think there will be a time where people can get a human-looking robot, looks like human, feels like a human, talks, expresses, does emotions, and you'll be able to program it to love you the way you want to be loved.
So you think Plankton was onto something, essentially? Karen was the original.
What show were you intrigued to watch? I missed the name. It was around 7:38. Someone text.
Did we talk about Quiet on the Set? No.
I don't know. I don't think we talked about any show.
Yeah, I don't think we did.
Jake, did we talk about a show?
You're talking about movies. I don't know which ones. But you were talking about movies and the sequels. And the
No, that was
just a few minutes ago. Yeah.
I just watched text message. I just watched a Korean show on Netflix called My Holo Love, where a girl fell in love with a hologram and ended up dating him for a while. But that's a hologram. You can't touch a hologram.
No.
You'll be able to touch a robot.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. This world's going to be weird in another 100 years.
Oh, for sure. Are you kidding me?
It's going to be weird.
And then the robots will start taking over things. You'll have to throw water on them, but you'll have to be careful not to get water on a woolly mammoth because they might multiply. Next thing you know,
we'll see the mammoth.
Our entire armed forces are going to be using drones attacking human-looking robots and woolly mammoths.
Well, hopefully water could ruin the robots.
Well, that's my point, but you would have to be careful because it would short-circuit the robot, but it could make the woolly mammoth multiply.
Well, we don't know that the woolly mammoth will have gremlin rules. We haven't established that
Well,
yet.
I'm blending your world and mine says that is possible.
When they bring it back. But, man. AI is scary AF.
Yeah, it is.
Have you or Lauren read Dan Brown's Origin?
No.
No, and that's mostly because I don't like reading, especially books. I like reading, but not
his phone. He likes reading his phone and text on TikToks.
Yeah, but as far as like sitting down with a
and
book,
Monopoly Go.
Sitting down with a book and a glass of vino, that's not going to happen.
No, you would know he was a robot if
Yeah.
You saw him doing that
like,
ever.
well, that's not really him at all.
No, that's the robot version of Christian.
Lauren would sit down and read a book. I would not.
Correct.
Fallout Boy. So much for Stardust. It's Q92. One of the funniest things I've ever as a child laughed at. And I mean, I laughed, stomach hurt, couldn't breathe. And I'll never be able to explain it to where you guys would understand how funny it was. I'll never be able for you to be there and understand, because if I explain it to you, like, oh, okay. My brother did not understand the concept of bumper cars.
Okay.
And
what did he like run from them?
My brother, my sister, we all got one. I don't know if he just thought you just drive around the little room.
Right.
And that's it.
And there happens to be a lot of accidents. I mean, what?
And we were doing bumper cars, and we were having a fun. And yeah, you get jerked around sometimes. But you can get hit hard.
Yeah.
You know.
Of course.
We're in bumper cars, and my brother did not understand that people were going to hit him.
Oh, God.
He started crying and yelling at everyone that was hitting him. So, like, I'm over on the side playing with people hitting. I look over, and he's crying. Someone hits him, and he just goes, "Stop it!"
Oh, my gosh.
Stop hitting me. And I look over, my dad's dying. My dad's just dying laughing. Like,
not telling him that's
no,
the
I don't know
point.
how he could bumper cars. I don't know what part of that you don't understand.
I mean, did he not stand in line and like observe it before he got on the car?
He was pissed crying. He wasn't like,
right.
He was pissed crying. You know, when you're so mad, all you can do is cry.
Yeah, but did they like pile on him so he couldn't move? Because that's frustrating.
I don't know.
How old were you guys?
We were, all of us, maybe 8, 7, 8, 9. I don't know.
Who's oldest?
My sister.
Okay, and then you?
I'm middle.
And then Justin's the baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just, everyone was hitting him, laughing, and he's not even trying to drive. He's just sitting there yelling at everybody hitting him. He's just screaming at everybody hitting him. Stop it!
Oh my gosh.
I just don't remember looking over at my dad.
That's
and my dad's,
hilarious.
like, clapping his hand, laughing. You know, we're like, oh my.
Yeah.
He didn't understand bumper cars. I don't know what he expected from bumper cars.
I mean, is this something you don't let him live down, I take it?
No, I haven't brought it up, I don't think, ever to him. But I think about it once in a while. I'll still think about it.
And laugh?
Oh, God. It doesn't do it justice. If you saw it, you'd have been like, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
Didn't understand. And that's okay. That's okay. All right. Is complimenting hair creepy? That's a question I pose.
What? That's a question that Clint posed when he walked in here.
Yeah, that's we've been talking about. We're going to talk about what Clint said.
Yeah.
So he came in here and he was telling us a story about someone complimenting someone's hair.
Yeah.
Saying, I don't mean to be creepy, but I really like your hair.
Well, he asked me, he said, does that creep you out? Because he said, your hair looks nice today. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Is that creepy? Does that creep you out? And I said, no, we know Clint really well.
Right.
So it doesn't bother me at all. But the question was then posed. At what point is complimenting a woman in public not flattering, but yet then creepy?
I remember, and this is back in the 1900s, a guy I worked with was no longer with us.
Yeah.
Rest easy, King. But he, we were sitting one day in the studio talking, going over what we're going to do on the show. And a sales girl walked in. Now, this sales girl was a very beautiful.
She was a pretty gal.
Yes.
Okay.
I have no doubt. If she was like, hi, can I talk about your business and advertising? The owner would be like, indeed, you can. And she always dressed nice. And she did. She had nice legs. And you know me, I'm a legs ass guy.
Okay, so you were oogling her too in the office.
Then yes.
Okay.
Yes, I was. And this is back in my Youngstown days. She walked in one day to ask a sales question about some sponsorship, things like that. And I will never forget this. We're sitting there and we're all talking. And the gentleman, the older gentleman at the time, he says, I got to tell you. He goes, I just got to tell you, you've got an incredible set of legs. And in my head, no! I knew bad. This is 1900s now. Oh, no, this is 2000. This is.
Could you hear the clack of HR's heels coming down the hallway?
2002. I'm like, no! I think we're supposed to wait till she leaves the room to say that to each other. I don't think we say it to her.
Right.
Not at work. Not now. And she was very nice about it. And you could tell it was a little like, I'm sorry, but
it probably took her by surprise.
Yeah. But here's the thing. I knew that the guy was not trying to be perverted. I know you're like, oh, sure. I'm telling you, I knew the man. He wasn't. He thought, now he was older. Like he was in his 60s at the time. She's in her 20s.
I guess maybe that.
Maybe from a different, but I'm saying maybe from a different generation.
Yeah.
Maybe then that was seen as okay. I don't know. This was way before now. Where you say hi to someone like, oh God, did I offend you?
Right.
Good morning. Excuse me?
Right.
Damn it. But yeah, I'll never forget that. You've got an incredible set of legs. Oh!
We lost power literally all of the time. Like one big gust, lights out. Like that's all it took. Yeah, done. We'd be done. We'd be sitting in the dark.
Jake, pretend you're the wind.
Oh, look, power went out. I don't know what.
That was performance art right there. That was Shakespearean. We should take that on the road.
What was that?
Yeah, Jake, you were just whispering. I said, be the wind. I have a secret.
But like when we moved, we switched power companies. We never lose power. Ever. I shouldn't say that. We lost it right before Christmas last year, and we were out almost all day.
When I lived in Alliance, on today's hit music, Q92 text message. This world's not going to be around for another 100 years. We'll see.
I mean, I hope.
I'd like to think it'll still be here another 100 years, but if it's not, we won't be around to know.
No, that's true.
Christian, imagine the possibilities coming home from work and not getting yelled at as soon as you open the door.
Hey, we don't always yell as soon as you get home.
Oh, that's funny. I don't get yelled at as soon as I come in the door. I get handed a baby and said, see you later.
Here.
He's been waiting for you. And then it's right to baby mode. But luckily I do not deal with that, walking in the door and getting, because it can be taxing.
Yes, of course it is.
When my family ran an apartment complex for my whole life, basically, my mom was the manager and my dad kind of was the Mr. Miyagi fix-it guy. He would come to your apartment, try to fix things. If he couldn't, we called, we had our plumbers, we had our carpet guys, we had all that stuff that we'd call. But
of course,
man, there were times I'd watch him come in from work. He couldn't even get a foot in the door. Don't take your shoes off. You got to go to this apartment, fix this, go to this apartment, fix this right now. I'm like, damn, can you let him get his other foot in the door?
Right,
like,
let him breathe a little.
Damn, like, don't even take your shoes off. I'm like, man. But I get it. It was up to us to do that kind of stuff. But man, there were times come home and he'd have a list waiting for him. Like I said, he couldn't even sit down for 5 minutes some days. But I get it. Tenants, they need things fixed and all that. But I don't have the go home and there's someone yelling at me. You don't do that to Tony.
Well, no, because
It'd be the other way around, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Like, Lord, this needs done. Lord, do this.
he knows better.
Lord. Oh, you're just gonna flick him off from another room.
Oh no, I would do it in the same room. I would do it in the same room. Now, is that to say that I haven't done it behind closed doors just to make myself feel better? Yes. Yes, I have. I will admit to that. Because I'm sure he's done to me.
No, he's not a private flipper offer.
Oh, he might.
I could see him. He would just say it right to you.
Oh, he definitely would. But trust me, there's probably times that he's like cut his losses and walked away and either mumbled something, gestured something. I'm sure. I'm certain.
Jake, have you ever been mad?
Yeah, but
Are you sure?
not often.
I believe that.
It takes a lot.
Yeah, those ones you gotta watch out for.
Why?
The quiet ones are never mad because when they do get mad, all that rage from like
Pen up.
from like infancy comes out, and they have the hammer of Thor in their hand, and we're all dead.
Like fists of fury.
Yeah, like punches through a building and like the Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah, poof, and he just goes. Like, oh my God, who pissed him off? 9:42. It's Beyonce, Texas Hold'em. It's Q92. When I was younger, I would set an alarm for like 1:30 a.m. so I could wake up and realize I still have 5 more hours of sleep.
Are you serious? I mean,
It's awesome.
I will say it is a little serendipitous, like when you wake up to go pee and you're like, I know my alarm's going to go off in 30 minutes, and you find out you have 5 hours of sleep left.
That is a fantastic test.
That's awesome.
You literally wake up to let yourself
They
know.
created that for themselves.
You've still got hours of sleep. That might be the best thing I've read this morning. My alarm is set for 5:30, and I hit a 5-minute snooze every 5 minutes until 6.
Okay, so half an hour of this up and down, up and down. Wake up, doze, wake up.
I wake up every morning. The alarm clock is 5:45 to the music and sounds of Q92.
Aw, well, thanks for waking up with us.
Crypto Dad here. My son, who is a sophomore, just told me he sets an alarm for 6:30, then another one for 6:32, then for 6:35. He gets up, eats breakfast, and sets another alarm for 6:55 so he can go back to sleep after eating a quick breakfast and wakes up at 6:55.
Oh, my gosh. That's a lot.
Oh
He actually
my God.
gets himself out of bed and eats and then goes
and then
back
gives
to
himself
bed.
more time to go back to sleep. This is fantastic. This is a great social experiment we're having right now.
Yes, it is.
Beyonce, Texas Hold'em right here on today's Hit Music, Q92. You want to hear her new album that's about to come out? You can hear it. There's going to be a listening party right here on Q92 this Friday at 1 o'clock. Go to hear that with Nicolina. She'll be playing that. You can have a listening party. And guess what?
What?
You can win some Beyonce swag.
No.
Yep.
That's
You
awesome.
can win some Beyonce gear and some Beyonce merch.
Well, that'll be fun. You can listen to the whole album together, see what you think,
Check it out, Beyonce. That was Texas Hold'em and listening party. Set your reminder in your phone right now. 1 o'clock Friday. Tune in here. Listen to it. You might win some Beyonce stuff.
With the diva.
That's what we do here on Q92. Just for that, huh? Anyway, real quick, this is not anything I want to dwell on. I've just been laughing at this on the internet. We all know Ric Flair, right?
Ric Flair, woo!
I say Ric Flair, woo! Everyone goes, woo!
Yep.
Jake, do we woo?
Woo!
Do you know Ric Flair?
No.
Fair enough.
Of course.
Fair enough. Well, he has his own wings now.
His own wigs?
Wings.
Oh, wings. I was like...
He has his own wings now, okay?
Yeah.
Hold on, I got it. They pulled it up somewhere and I got it. Okay. You know what they're called? His wings? Wings!
Oh my gosh.
They're called wings. He said wings. Hold on, I got maybe sound better if I turn it up without I don't probably get distorted, but wings.
It does sound like he's saying wings.
Wings. Wings.
So like how do you order that?
Oh god, I'll have 12 barbecue wings.
Right.
Wings. Wings.
Oh boy.
They're called wings. That's all. Nothing behind that. I just wanted to play it on the air. There's even the video of him holding it. They're called Woo Wings. Woo Wings. He's on the box. Like it's him on the box. It says Woo across the box.
Do it all together now. So you would be like, woo, wings.
Woo wings.
There you go.
Oh my god. Well done, Ric Flair. Well done indeed. The first weekend I was on vacation, I really got a chance to see my nephews play basketball. And my youngest one, Lucas, plays for his school's team. And I went to see them. They played their arch rival, Mineral Ridge versus McDonald. Those are rivals. If you're from those areas, I'd be like...
that's like Jackson Hoover,
like Jackson
McKinley
Hoover.
Massland.
Yeah, Wellington Alliance.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's like, oh. Now, this is 11th grade basketball.
11th grade or 11-year-old?
I keep saying 11th grade, and I never have meant it. It's because that's how I wrote it in my notes app. So let me change my notes app.
I was going to say, you might want to
and
fix
maybe
that.
that'll make me stop saying 11th grade.
This was an 11-year-old's basketball game.
Yes, so young. But to the point now where you know what's going on, you're running plays a little bit. It's not like that just like crazy.
Where you go stand on your mark with your hands up.
Right. Like they're actually trying to run plays.
Correct, yeah.
So I come
Setting
in.
posts.
The game had already started.
Yeah.
And from the moment I walked in, it was me, Jamie, and little Jimmy went to go. Wanted to see his little cousins. We took them. Everything seemed somewhat normal. It seemed like there was a heightened sense of rah-rah
Oh, it's a rivalry. Right.
But I still thought to myself, if we break this down, this is 11-year-old basketball.
Right.
So I went and sat down. And one of the first things I noticed was the coaches for both teams were very into the game. You might even say, and I don't know any of them personally, they might be amazing people, but both of them were very boisterous and loud.
Okay.
And on the refs.
Are we talking like NBA level, going for a playoff game?
Just very loud. You could hear
spitting
everything
when they
were
yelled.
saying, yelling at the refs for every. Some boom, beautiful things right here on today's hit music Q92. That's going to about do it for the Q92 Morning Show this morning. Can't thank you guys enough for having us on your radio, streaming us at Q92radio.com, or if you were watching on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Anyway, you checked out the morning show. We appreciate you and glad you were here with us. We hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday.
Yep.
Halfway through the work week. By the way, tomorrow, opening day for baseball.
Oh, is it really?
Yes, it is. Guardians fans, get some Red Bull. You're going to need it. They're on the West Coast.
Oh.
First pitch, 10:07 tomorrow.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, boy.
You're like, let's go Guardians. That's tomorrow.
I don't know. For me, it'd be like, we'll see how that goes on Friday morning.
I'll see the score when I wake up in
Right.
the morning. But, 10:07 is first pitch tomorrow night in Oakland for the Guardians as they start.
Oh, they're on the road for a while then because
11 games.
April 8th is our home opener.
11 straight road games
Woo.
before they come home. They're on the West Coast,
Gosh.
which I've said before. If I was a Cleveland player, I'd be happy. I don't want to be outside in 35, 40-degree weather.
Right.
Couple weeks on the West Coast, maybe it'll be warmer when you get back. Might not, but at least maybe. They're not going to hate being in Oakland.
No.
Probably gonna be nice weather.
Yeah.
Probably be able to be in some, no like hoodies underneath their baseball jerseys, stuff like that. So, good luck to the Guardians. I'll have to play Guardian Fever tomorrow to kick off the season.
There you go. Yeah.
So we'll get you ready for that tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. Nick's in here next. Keller in the afternoon after that. Ryan at night after that, because we are your live and locally owned radio station. Proud to be both, by the way.
Darn right.
Jake, take us home, buddy.
Love you. Bye.
It's Dasha Austin's Q92.